What?
Yeah, you should be. We're live? No. Alright.
I like the way you went into it though.
Wait a minute. I've got something I'm not allowed to say on the stream and I want to say it.
What is it? Don't say it. Don't
Okay.
say it now because.
I won't. You remember there's something to do with Souness, you know, when he called that moist key.
Oh, you're on.
Are we on? Bang! We're live. This is Full Time Devils. This is the Watchalong. My name's Gaz Drinkwater. This here is Dave Scott.
How you doing?
Very talented fella from Manchester. You've probably seen him on the channel a few times already, or heard him on the radio now since he's a big radio star and everything. On BBC Radio Manchester and that. But yeah, we're here doing the Watchalong today. West Ham United versus Manchester United. How are you feeling?
I thought we'd get a draw, and then it's in the lineup, and I just don't think we've got any pace or muscle or anything in centre mid. What do you reckon?
It's rubbish, innit, that lineup? I'm a bit disappointed. I'm surprised Matic has started. That's the weirdest one for me.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Fred was raring to go ready for this one.
Yeah, I mean, he played decent when he came on against Leicester the other week. He had quite a lot of energy about him. But there's no way that Matic has got 90 minutes in his legs. I think we were saying off camera. And very similar to Mata. Mata's never really had pace. We just got to hope there's some gaps in between defence and midfield from West Ham for us to get some chances. And then the other issue is Rashford. If anything happens to him, if he has a bad game or he gets injured, where do our goals come from?
Problem, innit? That's mate, I think that's a problem now. Never mind getting injured or any of that. He's off form at the minute, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of these like sell Rashford, you know, fucking get rid of him now. And you laugh, but people are doing it. Honestly, I'm like, if you can't support a fucking lad who's come from the academy, who's 21 years old, scored on every single stage he's performed on, because he's going for a bit of a bad patch.
Yep.
You don't have a clue what Man United are all about, man. But anyway, that's my opinions on people's opinions on Rashford. But yeah, Rashford at the minute, I think we should have that option to just take him out of the team now and just give someone else a go. Give him a bit of a rest.
Yeah, of course.
I think he's back stronger.
What do you think with the injuries though? Obviously, it's down to the lack of investment in the summer as to why Rashford might be getting more game time because of his form.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just we should have replaced Lukaku with someone. Fucking Jay. I didn't even try and head that then. I just watched it come towards me. Yeah, I think we should have brought someone else in. But saying that, if Greenwood is even better than we think he is, then he'll work as a second choice or as not a plan B, but a different option to Rashford if Rashford's out of form.
Yeah, definitely. And like his pace and everything going forward, Greenwood's really, really impressive. But obviously Martial's still out, and Pogba. Is Pogba made a bench?
Has Pogba made the bench? I'll get the team for you in a sec. I can give you the starting 11, but no, I'll find that out. I've just clicked off it, Anna, because I'm an idiot. But I wouldn't mind. Like, I think Greenwood should have started today, personally.
There's rumours that he was ill. I think that's whether he's got a cold or something, and that's the reason he's not starting.
Oh, fair enough. Right, the full team today then. Sorry, I've just had a Macca's. I'm just salivating a bit. It'll go before the end of the stream. Don't worry.
Smells of chicken nuggets.
Oh, there's a lovely smell of chicken legends in here. Right, United team today. De Gea in goal. Wan-Bissaka at right back. Ashley Young at left back. Or maybe Marcus Rashford. That would have been asking a bit. I'm not really for that. Lindelof, Maguire, centre halves expected. Now the two holding midfielders are Scott McTominay, who had a great game against Leicester. I think won us that game. And Nemanja Matic, who, as we've said, quite surprised that he started. But maybe he's just being played to see if we can control the game for 45 minutes with him and then throw Fred in.
Sure. Yeah, you think he'll play more like a supportive defender rather than a midfielder?
Yeah.
And Ollie really likes playing the counter-attack game as well, doesn't he? So they've got the pace of Rashford and James, and I think that's what we'll be trying to play to today.
So today you might see McTominay a bit more forward, going a bit more direct, running with it, see what he can do. Because that's usually the job that Pogba's probably told to do.
Yeah.
I imagine the job that McTominay is doing today is similar to the job Pogba's told to do. So it's interesting while people are comparing Scott McTominay and Pogba's performances. I don't understand why, because they're different players and they have different roles in the team. But I think he's probably going to do a similar job to what he's supposed to do usually. Rest of the team, we've got Pereira on the wing, James on the wing, Mata through the middle, playing behind Marcus Rashford. So Mata and Pereira are maybe two slight surprises there for me.
Did you see anything in their performances against Leicester to indicate why they've been selected ahead of Fred?
I know there's some people like this player, so some people might have a go at me for this.
Which one, Mata or Pereira?
Pereira. But I've not seen anything from Pereira ever to suggest that he should be starting Premier League games for United. Genuinely.
There was a goal against Southampton, wasn't it, last season, and at home, and I think since then he's done. He's not got a highlight, has he, to his career?
He's not got a highlight, mate. I do not know what he's done to deserve starting this season, but I get giving the youngsters a go. And I mean, he's not a youngster, but he's getting to that age now, innit, where it's now or never.
Well, I thought he passed that anyway. Before I thought last season was his either make or break, and especially with we spent £50 million on Fred. Then I'd like to see more of him or move him on. You know what I mean? I really don't understand why he's in there. But let's look at predictions. What are you going for today then? Obviously, last season at West Ham was absolutely atrocious. We can't be any worse than that, can we, today?
Yeah, yeah, we can.
The voice of optimism by Gaz.
Trust me, we can. I'll be happy with a draw today, mate.
You take a draw?
I'd take a draw. I know that you look at the results so far this season and you think we're already playing catch-up, we need to get the victory, we need to win today. But I think a draw away to West Ham, in a season where, you know what, the only thing, here's a bit of optimism for you now, since it was a bit of negative that, let's be a bit optimistic. The main thing that's keeping me in with a hope of top 4 is the fact that everyone else is crap. Tottenham lost. Chelsea, I think, are going to be up and down like mad. I think they'll finish below us this season, definitely. Arsenal, you never know with them. You know, the likes of West Ham who are playing today.
Yeah.
They could finish above Chelsea or Arsenal or
us. Yeah, that's a good point. So what you're saying is that you're clinging to that we might be the best of a really bad bunch.
Yeah, totally.
Right, okay.
That's the best we can hope for, I think, this season, being the best of a bad bunch. So I'm almost like forgetting City and Liverpool at this point. Well, I wish I would forget City yesterday, mate.
Unbelievable. Well, the thing is, I took from that is that they didn't get the 9-0, obviously, to match our statistic against the Ipswich game. But I think we'd be a scrappy 1-0 to United today, just trying to keep some optimism there. I don't think we've got anything creative. I think we'll be playing a very tight back four with Matic playing deep. And then just trying to hit them on the break.
That's what we'll do.
I think that's what we'll do. We just haven't got the personnel. About Pogba or another striker, I don't think we've got the personnel to play any other sort of football, to be honest.
Yeah. But that suits us though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean with the pace of James as well, bombing down the wings and stuff. So I thought him and Young combining against Leicester was probably one of our best performers down the side. Now I know Ashley Young has got his detractors, and anyone watching me the other week saying leave Ashley Young alone, and I was getting abuse on Twitter for it.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, bring it on. Ashley Young's been a fantastic servant for Man United. I don't think the man makes mistakes, but if your boss comes to you and says, do you want to play today? He's not going to say no, is he? He's going to say no. You know, actually, boss. You know, I don't want a game. But I thought James down the wing was fantastic. But Rashford, for me, I've always thought was better cutting in from the wing rather than playing the straight down the middle. What do you think out there to today's starting 11?
Got the comments here anyway below. I'm just going to read some of what you guys are saying. Jonas says, Chelsea will finish above Man United, mark my words. Who knows? It very well could happen. But I do think Chelsea are going to be up and down this season. They've got a very young team. As do we.
That's frustrating though, because especially Chelsea have had a transfer ban. I could potentially look better than us.
Totally. Well, we've had a couple of summers where we've made weird transfers and not filled in the team where it needed filling in. For example, we've needed a right back for ages.
Yep.
We needed Wan-Bissaka for at least 3 years now, but we didn't buy him because right backs aren't fashionable.
No.
You can't sell millions of shirts with a right back on the back.
No, that's a very good point.
So that's why we didn't do it, and it's finally we've kicked things into gear a little bit. See what a few more people are saying. Hendra says, no strikers on the bench. Yeah, that's a good point. Let me get the bench to you. So Romero, Marcus Rojo, Tuanzebe, Fred, Gomez, Lingard and Chong. Yeah, no strikers there, no recognised strikers. So if Rashford is struggling today, Daniel James up front?
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's got decent shooting on him. He's having a great start to the season. But that's where we'll struggle this season. It's goals, because we haven't got the personnel up front for strikers. Where are the goals across the midfield?
Yeah, well, that's it. Today, you look at them, you look at who's in that team and who can actually get a goal. You know what? I think McTominay is a sort of player who, if he's played a bit more direct, he can really make problems for him up there. Because he's so fucking he's so motivated. He's got one-track vision, one-track mind.
He's very industrial, isn't he? And I think if Ollie was to give him a job, he tends to follow it through. He's probably one of United's players that you can always say that he always get a 7 out of 10 every game pretty much from
Yeah,
McTominay.
yeah.
I don't really think he has a bad game.
Yeah, but he's he's not going to be that player to dominate a game himself, if you like. Even though I thought he did against Leicester personally.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's the teams then anyway, because the West Ham team is going to be pretty dangerous as well. Not forget, they've got Pellegrini as the manager. He did win a league title, this guy. So, Fabianski in goal. What was it they used to call him? Flapianski. Fredericks, Diop, Ogbonna and Cresswell. We were linked to Diop at one point in the summer as well. So, Ogbonna and Diop, we know they're two decent defenders. And another man we've been heavily linked to, Declan Rice, playing sort of a holding role like he does. We need that sort of player, but the money that's being bad about is mad. Yarmolenko, Noble, Fornals, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not.
Felipe Anderson, what a player.
He is a baller. And Haller up front, I know I'm pronouncing that one right. He's mint.
Yep.
He's mint.
That's what I mean, our defence will definitely be tested today.
You'd start for us, Haller.
Well, yeah, just because we've got no other option.
Yeah, I'd play him today if United had him. United team, as we've said, David De Gea in goal. We've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Ashley Young along the back four, as expected. We're playing in that weird snakeskin vomit kit today, by the way.
Yeah, it's not nice.
Not nice. Scott McTominay, Nemanja Matic holding, Pereira, Mata, and Daniel James playing behind. The only striker of our entire, is it 18-man squad today?
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford. He's playing up front.
If the pressure wasn't on before, it definitely is now.
That's a good point as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's going to have some serious pressure on him for a lad who is struggling.
But where's the creativity coming in from behind? You know what I mean? I think Matt has got a huge game to play as well, especially if he wants to cement a place going on further down the season. But I think between we get to 45 minutes and depending on what the score is, you're definitely going to see Fred today, I think.
Yeah.
What do you think about the criticism that Chong got during the week in the Europa League? Unfair?
Yeah, maybe slightly, but I think that it was more just comparing him to Gomez and Greenwood, who were a little bit better. And I think that people have had that idea maybe about Chong, even if you've not seen him play. Like, I've not seen too much of him, mainly just senior team stuff that I've seen. But the words coming out of the academy were that Gomez and Greenwood were on a slightly different level to Chong.
Yep.
And we'd maybe see him in the Championship in a few years. I don't know. But so maybe people already had that impression in their head.
That he was just going to come in and be...
You can't judge a player off.
No. Well, you can if you're on Twitter, apparently.
Oh, yeah, you can if you're on Twitter.
You could sum up a whole career on Twitter.
Yeah.
What do you think out there in Full-Time Devils? Don't forget our sponsors, Football Index. If you want to play along, click the link at the bottom of the screen.
It's a great little game, that. It's like what I kept saying last time, it's like stock market, but with footballers. So it was like playing the stocks with footballers.
Do you prefer it to fantasy football?
Well, yeah, because fantasy football, I just never keep up with, ever. Like, honestly, 2 months later, people are asking me about them.
Yeah, that's it. You start with all the intentions and the rules just go out the window. But Football Index seems a lot easier to get involved with. So, who's going to be your star man to look forward to today then for United?
Ooh. Scott McTominay. Sod it. I'm going to say it. I reckon he's scoring today.
Big
which
game
is a
for
bit
Scott.
of a mad suggestion. But for United, yeah, Scott McTominay. And for them, it's got to be them two, one of them two, the man on the left wing or Haller up top, Felipe Anderson.
Yeah, Felipe. I remember when he was at Lazio, and I think we were linked with him through Louis van Gaal, and just some of the skills he has was incredible. I can't see him being a West Ham player for too much longer, to be honest.
Well, the problem with him was inconsistency, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He had all the. He's one of them. He's one of them that you call a FIFA player.
Yeah, he's got all the tricks in the bag, but he can't do it week in, week
all
out.
the raw stats, but he just can't do it week in, week out. So if he does perform consistently, like he started the season, they could have an absolute player on the hands. He might not go anywhere if West Ham finish top 6, mate, which is very possible. I mean, very possible. They need to be the best team outside of the top 6.
I think it was the away results for West Ham last season. But Lindelof just pushed out. If you seen at the beginning, Jose Mourinho was slagging off Lindelof and saying he was too easily pushed off the ball, wasn't and no good in the air. What do you think about that out there?
That's fucking Jose all over, innit, that? Guys, I'm going to get into some of your comments now, see what you've been saying on the channel. Andrea says, why isn't Lingard playing? He struggled a bit recently, maybe been slightly out of form.
Yeah.
I think that's why he's had a really... I don't think he's been too impressive at the start.
It was quite funny though, because he was dropped not long after Solskjaer said Jesse's a very important player for us, and then the following game he's not made the starting lineup. Lingard's, what is he, 27 now, and I just don't think. I think the majority of us would think that he's not a Man United player or to the level, but I think in terms of where we are as a starting 11, he's on the periphery, I think, of a starting place.
Oh yeah, where we are right now, totally.
But not where we want to be.
Not where we want to be, exactly. Avery says, what were Adidas thinking about that shit? You know what's mad, right? You know what's mad? For years, United had Nike, and we were like, how good would it be if we had Adidas? And they started making like retro style kits, and we were like, yeah, that would be mint, that would never happen, no pipe dream. As soon as Adidas take us over and start making our kits, they're not even that good. And now Nike have started making retro
kits. Yeah, because the Arsenal kit, isn't it? There's all that.
Yeah. I got the Roma third kit yesterday, and it's like a proper retro style, like it actually says Nike with a swoosh.
Yeah, but we've got a vomit shirt.
Vomit snakeskin shirt. Horrid.
That's my Adidas sponsorship going out the window.
No, I wish I'm really wanting Adidas sponsorship. That's my dream. I love Adidas, but I'm going to be honest. The last couple of United shirts, the home one's all right this season. To be fair.
Mark Noble, Mr. England, he seems to have been around for God knows how long.
Oh, Noble. He's just one of them players where
if you cut him, he bleeds jellied eels.
Mark Noble. Been at it for years. I remember him getting slagged off 3 years ago by West Ham fans, though, and it's like, how crazy is it?
His dad's a taxi driver in a black cab, and he's a proper East Ham.
Of course he is. Okay, that's typical, isn't it? That.
United started pretty well, playing a lot out from the back.
Yeah, it's a good passing. I think Mata, because he does struggle obviously with his pace so much. He does move the ball quite quickly, which I like. It's why sometimes when I say stuff like, yeah, but you'd get Mata on to increase the pace, people are like, what? He's well fucking slow. Like, yeah, but he releases it quickly, he gets it and moves it.
Yeah, he's not the quickest to the ball, but in terms of play.
And his mind's quite, he knows what's going on a football pitch. Pereira's a player that I'm not sure is very. When I say not very intelligent, I don't mean as a person. I mean as a footballer. He just doesn't seem like he's got a good football brain. He just fucking runs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As well, just run towards the ball. And it's like that assist that he got from Martial against the Chelsea game. He didn't fucking look up.
No, he just like whipped it in.
He didn't look up. But I don't know. People are going to say I've got an agenda here, aren't they now?
You happy with Maguire's start to his United career?
You know what? Yeah. Apart from to be fair, actually, you know what? I slagged him off for that mistake against Palace. You know where him and Lindelof were a bit all over the place.
Yeah.
But I watched that back and I realised it's because Luke Shaw was injured at the time. So Maguire was like playing two positions. So fair play. I think he's mint, mate, and I like that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer said that he always has it in his mind that he's going to be a captain.
Yeah.
That's what he said before this game, apparently. I don't know whether you saw it.
I think one of the benefits this season of the Maguire sign is that we don't have that dreaded fear before the starting lineup that we may Jones and Smalling at the back. Yeah. I think them days are numbered. So if anything comes of this season, there's a positive.
That is a positive, though, isn't it? Come on. Mate, I think that the most positive thing from our season has been that lad there, Wan-Bissaka.
Yep.
He's just unreal, like literally unreal. When I'm watching him, I've not seen a right back play like this for United in a very long time.
Well, that's because Valencia's had that role, hasn't he? One-legged Anthony for the last 10 years or whatever. Yeah. But James as well. I mean, all the signings have been decent, you know.
Doesn't that say a lot for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Do you think they were his signings though?
Yeah, totally. I really, really do. Totally. I think that he was the man who wanted that type of player.
Yeah.
Defo.
Yeah, I think he set out the strategy that we need. I mean, it must have been pretty evident to the Glazers that have been spunking money on loads of players like Di Maria, and it's not been working with the Galacticos, so they had to try something new anyway, I think. But yeah, Wan-Bissaka, because it was one of the stats last season for Wan-Bissaka, one of the best in the league, wasn't it? Right back.
The most tackles.
But what do you think about him going up front? Because he has his criticism.
Yeah, going forward, I'm going to be honest, I'm rating him purely defensively at the minute. I don't think we've seen too much of him yet bombing down the wing, just because there's not been too many games that we've totally dominated yet. But there might not be this season. I don't know, for me, call me old-fashioned, but your right backs defend before the attack. It's why I sometimes worry about Luke Shaw a little bit. Because he's all right. Don't get me wrong. Luke Shaw, I think, is good defensively, but if he does go forward, he can't get back.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I get criticism from. He needs to go. I don't think he's good enough.
Really?
Yeah, I just think he's not going to say anything about his fitness levels don't seem to be what they are. What they are for a professional footballer. Yeah, he's not consistent enough. I think that's where we'll be looking next season for left back.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think we will be looking for him, won't we? But then again, that might be another one of them positions where we persist with him for a bit and it takes us 2-3 years to realise he's not good enough and then we sell him at fucking West Ham. Well, shit happens though, doesn't it? It happens with us.
Ashley Young through to Rashford.
Ooh, is he keeping it on? Well played, lad. Well played, though.
Well, that's it. That's going to be the game. I think Rashford's going to be feeding on scraps.
Yeah. If he can just keep trying that, though, one will come off. I'll say one thing for Rashford. Even when it was all going his way, and then now when it's going a bit downwards, I think he's kept a consistently good attitude throughout the whole thing. As a person.
Yeah.
I think he seems like he didn't get too carried away when things were going, crazy, and he could have done.
Yeah.
I
mean, for such a young lad and everything that is at his feet, he does have quite a level-headed World Cup. He had a fantastic World Cup, didn't he? And his England career so far. But yeah, none of it's gone to his head.
No. And then, like I say, at this point, he could be putting stupid stuff on social media to, silence the haters or whatever. But he's not doing that. He doesn't give a shit. He's confident. He's good enough, and he don't really.
Yeah, but I think he knows in his ability. And another thing, because he's a United fan as well. When results don't go our way, it's evident in him that he's upset that we've dropped points.
It's also he's a United fan from Manchester. He's still surrounded by all the people that brought him up, so they reckon they're probably keeping him.
Yeah.
He's a Wivenshaw lad, isn't he? So I don't think he won't be allowed to get too big for his boots, Right, I'm going to read some of the comments, see what you guys are saying on YouTube. Keep your comments coming in, and we will read them throughout today's watch-along. We are 9 minutes in, still 0-0. Which, I'm not going to lie, I would take. That's going to make, people are going to be calling me all sorts because of that. Timothy says, McTominay's making it difficult for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Gerbicide, that sounds like a mass killing of gerbils. Fred was so good in the Europa League game. Why is McTrash playing and Fred isn't? You've just clearly not watched the last few games, mate, because McTominay's performance against Leicester was twice the performance that Fred did in the Europa League, and Fred's game was against Kazakhs. Timothy comment says, just look at Matic. I don't know what you're in reference to there, mate, but yeah, just look at Matic. Just look at him. You say that?
I still can't believe why McTominay gets haters.
I don't think he's done too much wrong, mate, honestly. I think
because he doesn't play like sexy footballs, you know what I mean? And that's what it is.
There's a weird thing with United, with fans of football in general at the minute. People are less fans of a team and more fans of a player.
Yeah, definitely.
Which I think sounds really weird. Like, I want Man United to do well above everything else. I don't care who scores all the goals. Like, let's say a player that I don't think is good enough, Ashley Young.
Yep.
If he was our top goal scorer this season, scored 40 goals and we won the league, do you think I'd be like, fuck yeah, why are we playing Ashley Young? Why shouldn't we play Luke Shaw? That's what some people on here are like, man. They'd love a player, say their favourite player is Pogba, they'll hate McTominay.
Yeah.
It's like, why just support him?
And it's like that player can do no wrong ahead of the club. I mean, it's when all the Pogba and Martial rumours were, I believe, in United last season. You had Martial FC.
Yeah, which was a joke for some people. Like, for me, it was a joke. I'm Martial FC because I like him. I think he's mint. But if he plays badly, I'm going to be like, that was shit.
Yeah.
I like Rashford, but I don't think he should be starting today. I think if Greenwood was fit, he should have started.
Yeah, you should be supporting the collective instead of the individual of the club.
Exactly, mate. You know what I think it is? I think a lot of people started supporting United when Ronaldo was there because of Ronaldo.
Right, okay, yeah.
So a lot of people are like, I'm a United fan, but it's because of Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
So it's like, they've got that idea. I don't know. That's just me chatting shit. I don't know what I'm on about.
10 minutes in, pretty even game. Started all right on United. I don't think we've had any issues.
No chances, just a bit of a midfield battle so far. A few balls like that to the wing. We've tried it a couple of times as well, and it's not come off. All about the pacey wingers today. Who's going to be the first one to get behind the full-back? It's not going to be him because he's on our right-hand side. Wan-Bissaka's not letting it happen.
Yeah, he's like got 12 legs, hasn't he, Wan-Bissaka?
Yes, yeah. It's ridiculous.
Don't forget you can get involved with Football Index if you click the link below. It's like the stock exchange for players' values, and it'll go up and down during the game. So if you think someone like McTominay's not going to have a great performance, get your stock out and then bang it into someone else like Rashford, like Gaz and Dave.
Don't do that, fucking hell.
I get no money for these tips.
You won't be seeing me on Wall Street.
That's it. I should be like the what's his name? Jordan Belfort.
Jordan Belfort,
is that right?
yeah. The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, I'm like that with Football Index. Making all the money. I'd Pookie before anyone else.
They had a bad result yesterday, didn't they? Norwich.
Did they?
Got beat by Burnley, didn't they?
I didn't even fucking. I've not seen many of the results yesterday. I was fucking working yesterday. I said to Squawker, he asked me if I wanted to do some videos for them this weekend, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, no worries, what do you want me to do? And you're like, oh yeah, we're outside the Premier League ground talking to fans. I was like, sure, sounds mint. Sent me to the fucking Etihad, didn't they?
What a day to go as well.
What a day, mate, what a day. Oh.
Did you get recognised?
By one guy, but he was sound, to be fair. He was like, oh, what are you doing here? I was like, just where he's like, oh, and he chatted to us as well, he was alright.
Fair play.
Sensible. Now, what I was expecting a fucking brick to come flying at some point. Shit. I wasn't there for the whole day either. I fucked off the fourth game kicked off.
Wow, has that Diop's just gone right through Pereira?
It's a booking, innit? Why didn't you make that tackle?
I don't know, halfway line is like
Because he was so far to the wings. How far does he actually get him? Ashley Young played well against Leicester.
Yeah, I thought so.
Actually, he did, and he's not. Yeah, that'll be his one good performance this season. But fair play, he had a good game against Leicester.
And Leicester beating Spurs yesterday was a huge result, especially for United. If we can get something today, moving forward, something doesn't seem to right at Spurs this season.
Do you reckon? Oh, mate, we could do with that, couldn't we? Us this year, a Spurs Spurs falling in on themselves.
Yeah,
that would help us out massively. Could you imagine if we finished third on 50 points or something?
the record for the lowest ever team to finish in third.
That would be mad. Didn't Leicester do the record for the lowest ever points to win the league?
Yeah.
Did they win it with fucking 82 points or something stupid like that? And then if you think City won it with 100 not long ago, it's crazy that, isn't it?
I try not to look too high up the league table these days.
No, yeah, me neither, mate.
Here's Matic having a shot. Oof.
You've been slagging him.
Wow. It was straight at the keeper and it was about 40.
Fair play, you know.
Do you think that was because his legs got tired and he thought, fuck it, I'm not, there's no way I'm making it to the 18-yard box.
Fuck this. I'm letting rip. That's what Rooney used to do towards the end. I read something mad before on Twitter. This is a fact that I'm getting off Twitter, by the way. It might be completely inaccurate. But our top goal scorer since Fergie retired is Rooney, and our top assister since Fergie retired is Rooney.
Really?
Left in 2017. I was like, that's a pretty mad stat considering Rooney was only good for one season when Fergie retired.
Yeah.
I think Rooney was our good player during the Moyes season. Rooney and Januzaj.
Yeah.
They were top that year, even though we were...
Fucking hell, that just shows how bad we are, doesn't it?
Yeah. It shows how bad we were that year, mate. Every single player just lost their legs. It was crazy to watch.
What we could do with a Wayne Rooney now in this team.
Oh, mate, prime Wayne Rooney is probably the best player I've ever seen. My favourite player.
Wan-Bissaka there doing what he does best in taking Cresswell out. Throwing in United's to West Ham.
Right, some of your comments. Do you think this game would have suited Lingard more than Mata or Pereira? Maybe tactically, but I do think he has struggled a bit at the start of the season more than Pereira and Mata, and I've criticised both of those.
I really think Solskjaer's just trying not to concede in the first half, and I think we'll see substitutions in the second. It'll be like, because he'll want to win here, but I think he'll take a draw and he won't well get beat.
Matic is actually playing well, to be fair, says James Rooney. Calm down, mate. It's only been 16 minutes. But, yeah, I know. Godfrey says it's a must-win for Man United. That's Godfrey from Uganda. Ain't mad, that.
Wow.
Ain't mad that you've got people halfway, well, not halfway across the world, really, in Uganda, but just sat there watching us.
Yeah?
Hello, Uganda.
I imagine the weather's a lot better in Uganda than it is in Manchester.
Shit today in Manchester.
Oh, man.
My cat's been kicking off.
Woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, fucking windows were leaking with the rain.
Oh, mate, I left my car window slightly open and my jacket on the passenger seat.
You know.
Yeah, that's ruined. What was your score prediction today?
I've gone for a 1-0 win United.
1-0 win.
You would go for a draw, did you?
I think I went for 2-all. I went for 2-all.
The corner, Ashley Young to take.
This is where McTominay scores.
He's not even in the box, is he?
Yeah, it's right in the middle. Ashley Young's corner.
Absolute shite.
It's another one. Oh no, fair enough. Tell you what, it's nice their stadium, innit? I mean, I know they don't like it.
No. Yeah. It's good to look at, but I can't imagine the atmosphere is very good.
No, it's not the right stadium for that club, I don't think. I mean, unless... You never know, though. I think a team like West Ham are just one Champions League qualification away from being...
Really?
I consider them a big club, me.
Yeah.
It's like weirdly Newcastle. I don't know why. I just consider them a big club.
They've got a decent fan base, and you'd think if West Ham ever did make Europe, the draw of living in London, but their owners don't like spending money as much.
Who was that then? Was that Dan James? That was McTominay. He just fucking beat about 3 players in the middle. Just dribbled past more players than Pogba has all season. Class, that.
What do you...
Oh, that's a ball.
Matic there.
Who's in the middle, though? It only matter, is it? Or is that Dan James? That's James. Oh, it's a decent ball, that. Take that. What's the point in going down the wing when you've literally got no one in the box?
Yeah.
Your 2 players are bloody Juan Mata and Daniel James.
It's definitely opening up now, the match.
Definitely. Maguire needs to win them headers.
West Ham in attack. Felipe outside. Fuck.
Too easy for Dave. Dave had a really good game against Leicester, didn't he?
Yeah.
He made a couple of top saves, I thought.
It's good to have his career sort of sewn up now, isn't it, at United? And
It's good, yeah, it's good. And you know, that he wants to be here as well. You know what, right, this is going to sound fucking ridiculous as well, because I'm glad he's there. But, if we were a normal football team, who, when they sell players, invest the money back into the team, getting 100 million for De Gea wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for Man United in the current situation we're in. Do you not think?
Yeah, no, I understand, but that's on the basis that the Glazers would reinvest the money.
Exactly.
And I just can't see that happening.
Totally.
Especially when you look at what's happened this summer with Lukaku and stuff.
Where's the money
Where's
gone?
the money? Show us the money.
Fucking money, Joel. We all know where the money's gone, and we all know where the money...
on,
he's
Marcus.
beating him. Go on, Marcus. Go on, lad.
Go on, lad.
Come on. This is... Oh, he needs to do better.
You know.
He needs to fucking do better.
He couldn't, because he was on his left foot.
I know, but he needs to just let... He just needs to let rip. Rashford through on goal, and it just...
Rashford's cut back in.
Defender caught him up.
He slowed down, didn't he?
Rashford through on goal there. Really good chance. The defender caught him up, took the ball off him. It was a bit of dilly-dallying, but he wasn't even that fast when he got the ball. That's a good ball, Wan-Bissaka. Well defended, really, because he was there, Rashford.
It's been a good couple of 5-10 minutes, hasn't it, for United?
Totally.
Definitely more on top now.
We'll see this replay now. Oh, no, this is the ball in. I think Rashford was always onside, I think. Was he played on by Diop? Corner, though. He's breathing quite fucking heavy, isn't he, Rashford? Looks like he's knackered. Shouldn't be knackered. Come on, corner.
Ashley Young to take.
Ashley Young to beat the first man. It's not been a bad start.
Remember that we used to always score headers from corners. Fucking them days are gone. I was kind of hoping Maguire signed that changed all that, but
Yeah.
cheeky back heel there by Matic.
Decent play. not too bad. Not a bad start. Not a bad last 5 minutes anyway for United. See what you guys in the comments are saying. If the defenders in De Gea do a great job, we could keep clean sheets. Yeah, I think it is going to take a lot for that today.
They've not really pressed us through the middle, though, has it? It's more down through Wan-Bissaka where they've been attacking.
Yeah, and he's not had any problems. Ball in.
Go on.
Devil's Aces comments about Marcus Rashford. He says Welbeck Mark II.
Ooh.
I've heard a few people saying that recently.
I don't know about that.
He doesn't, I don't know. I think he's going to be better than Welbeck ever was. And that's Welbeck wasn't all right.
Welbeck wasn't a bad player. I think technically Marcus is a far better striker of the ball than Welbeck. Welbeck always seemed a little bit clumsy when he was running.
But I also don't think that Rashford maybe has the eye for goal as some strikers
No,
have.
no.
Like from what I've seen of Greenwood, and he's playing. You can't really judge players properly in the youth levels because the players they're playing against.
Yeah, and you change a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
Throughout your career.
But Rashford wasn't even known as being like a top finisher, really. Wasn't his
No.
best attribute.
That's what I say. I'd much prefer to see him out on the wing, but our left wing, we're spoilt for choice, really, aren't we? You got like especially with the way James has started the season. Because I think James is better out on the left as well. You got James, Rashford, Martial can all play left.
I love Daniel James, mate.
Yeah, he's took it in his stride, hasn't
I think it's the best thing for him to have started like this because, like in a game like this, there's no pressure on him now.
No.
I don't think. Well, obviously the standard amount of pressure, but say if he's quiet in this game for the first half, it's no bother. No one's thinking, oh, should we take him off? Should we do something about him? Because in the 70th minute, he'll fucking just do something magic.
he? He always looks busy as well. He seems quite an integral part of the starting lineup so early in his United career and in the season, I think.
Played.
What do you think about the looks like the Pogba rumours are going to start rearing their head again come January with the way that Zidane and Real Madrid have started?
Yeah.
Solskjaer saying that there's no chance that he'll be going anywhere.
No, you don't want to sell a player like that in January, halfway through your season. No, that because that could potentially be catastrophic for the squad. Having said that, if someone offers 100 million, I'd snap their hand off, mate.
100 mil?
Yeah, I really do. I just cannot see how he's worth that, or how what he's done for United can think it's worth 100 mil.
The thing is, for me, I think Pogba probably carries more market value in terms of sponsorships and shirt sales than he does for what he offers on the pitch. But Real Madrid do look really, really bad this season. And we were linked with Zidane.
Yeah. Here we go, West Ham going forward. Wan-Bissaka getting the left-back position. Love that. He had to fly over to the other wing because he knew Ashley Young is frigging useless.
Leave fucking Ashley Young alone, guys. The man's a trier.
I'm a bit harsh there, actually.
You are. You're going to
I'm a bit harsh. There's no need, really. I think that with Ashley Young, I had this game last season, and I can't remember which game it was, but he was wearing the armband and he put in like a proper 4 out of 10. And I just remember fucking screaming at him, and he's right in my corner as well in front of me. And I remember thinking, Gaz, what the fuck are you doing? He's a Man United player, sit down, you know what I mean? But sometimes you do lose yourself a little bit. I'm not about that, screaming at United players either. You support your team.
There it is.
Look what a player!
Ashley Young covering for Wan-Bissaka there.
Fucking useless.
We've got fullbacks that can swap roles. How many of the Premier League clubs have got that? Don't forget, you can join in the fun on Football Index by checking the ratings and price of players during the game. Their prices will fluctuate. I'm saying Ashley Young is going up.
Yeah. You would have gone for
Matic hasn't started too bad. To be honest, I think most United teams started 6 or 7 out of 10. I don't think anyone's having a bad game. Maybe Rashford, with the chance that he had, he should have done a little bit better there. Daniel James bombing down the wing.
Go on, lad. Oh, he's just fucking always on it, isn't he? Got the free kick. Well done.
He must be one of the fittest players in the league, James.
Do you reckon?
I get knackered just watching him run, man.
You do, mate. I know. Tell me about it. Right, some
Great ball outside the boot, that from Marcus.
comments in from you guys. Nikhil says, get a striker, Man U. Rashford is getting worse. He's not getting worse, mate. He's just in a bit of bad form. But I agree, mate. We could have done a striker. Loads of comments about Rashford and bloody Welbeck.
Ashley Young to take a free kick into West Ham's box.
Someone says, when's the last time we scored from a corner? Barcelona 99.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Oh, tell you what, how much curve does he want to put on it?
Not with crosses like that. Bad wind, that wasn't Ashley's fault. It's windy down there in the bowling
Like a
stadium.
bird in the air. You know what I mean? Ashley Young puts crosses in like that, and you almost think he's a good crosser because of how much dip it's got on it.
Yeah.
But it don't go anywhere near anyone.
That's not the aim, though, is it? It's not how much going to bend the ball. Do you wonder what producer Jay thinks? Because he absolutely loved Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, he'll be devastated.
Yeah,
I think if people are comparing Rashford to him, he'll be wanting Rashford on a 5-year contract.
Yeah.
Quite well.
He's wrote poems about Danny Welbeck, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Adam McCall has written poems about Danny Welbeck as well. I think that's
It's not hard to write poems.
nearly brought.
Anyone can do that.
Oh.
Producers Jay says it's not hard to write poems. Anyone can do that.
It really is, to be honest.
Scott,
But I think the talent is managing
You've
to.
not even plugged it yet, have you, Scott?
I'm not. I don't need to plug.
we plugged it right at the top. That's right, yeah.
It's not the writing the poems. It's difficult. It's blagging to make a career out of it. That's the take.
Yeah.
That's the talent.
Do you want to plug your new track, mate?
Okay, so you should check out my new track.
Riot.
It's Riot, and it's on Spotify and other streaming stuff. I go by the name of R-Kid, A-R-G-H Kid. It's a political track telling you not to believe the shite that comes out of politicians' mouths. Check it out.
And also, like, if you go into the gym or something, it's proper, like, it's
Yeah, it's like public.
yes,
It's sort of like
come on.
Public Enemy meets Rage Against the Machine. You go to the gym, guys.
No,
know
I don't know.
Breaking news here on Full Time Devil.
No, I do not go to the gym. I cycle though, and it's good
yeah.
cycling music. So yeah, get on it.
Thank you very much.
Sophie loves you, by the way, my girlfriend.
Sure.
I introduced her to you recently, and she was like, "Fucking listen to your mate the other day. He's really good." I was like, "Yeah, mate, he's mint." Sophie loves that sort of shit. She's well into it.
Thank you, Sophie.
But yeah, what do you say? Public Enemy meets
Rage Against the Machine.
So
Sort
that'd be
of.
very different.
Yeah. That's a mashup that will be a stretch too far. But check it out if you will, please.
I like that. Nice. Kid, check it out.
I hate plugging my own shit.
Mate, I hate it as well. You know what I hate as well? I've just done it to you, but fucking when people like compliment you on camera and stuff, because you're like, I don't know how to take it.
Yeah.
My instant reaction is to go, I'm not like, I'm shit. What you on about? It's shit. So someone says, I like your show last night. I'd be like, what shit? I don't know what you're on about. But hey ho.
Still 0-0.
Still 0-0. Half an hour gone. How have we felt about the game so far, Dave?
I wish we were winning. I fucking hate West Ham. I really do. After all that taxes on the pitch. Remember when they left Upton Park and all that, and then they were fucking smashing our buses.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I didn't really like them before that. Danny Dyer and all that business. But so I'd like to see us winning. But we've started better than I thought we would.
Never repent that. No, we started well today, yeah. But let's watch this.
I'm interested to see what VAR goes back to check, because that's obviously never a pen.
No.
He just blocked him off. He's not elbowed him in the face. But you'd think that like VAR would have to check it still. I don't know. Maybe not.
Is it? Am I right? Does the ref have to call it, or does VAR shout to the ref?
See, I always thought the VAR shouted to the ref.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, and like so the ref would say no pen, carry on with the game. Then 5 minutes later, 30
Yeah.
seconds later, he'd be like,
I thought they should try and do it like, remember, tennis where you can get an appeal?
Yeah.
So where you should be able to press a button from the, because I was listening to your show the other night, you were talking about new rules for football. And if the manager can appeal something, so if he sees something, he can appeal it, but you only get 3.
yeah.
And then that cancels it out if you've used too many of them.
Yeah.
Just a thought for you there, FA.
It would add something to it, wouldn't it? Yeah.
What was your?
Yeah, mate, so we did this on my show the other day. We did like new rules that you'd introduce to football to make it, to improve the game. And I was thinking like silly stuff, like 91st minute if it's 0-0, multi-ball. Throw 5 balls on the pitch, let's see what happens. But everyone was calling in with like proper, genuine suggestions. And one was pretty good actually. One said, isn't it annoying when, say you're 2-0 up and the other team scores, or say the other team are 2-0 up, and your team scores, and then their goalkeeper lies on the ball, you know, so your team can't get it and put it back on the centre circle.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't let them have it. He said he'd have a rule where the only people that are allowed to touch the ball are a team that's just scored. So it's only them that are allowed to touch the ball. The other team can't touch the ball.
Right,
put it back in the centre. So I was like, yeah, that sounds all right. But could you imagine a Jose Mourinho team?
Oh.
They're 1-0 up, then they score a second to make it 2-0. Then players would just be trudging towards the ball. Wouldn't they? Like,
they'll be running around like Matic.
They'd all fall down injured. I can't get it. So it won't work. Or just have the ref touch it. There you go.
There you go. Look at Marcus Rashford's touch map. Most of them are either out on the left or the right, and it sort of shows where our play's coming from today.
He's starting up front, so it's mad, isn't it?
Whoop.
Oof. Chance that. Oh, here we go. Chance this for West Ham.
Looks like United are going to get hit on the break.
Oh, Wan-Bissaka. Fucking hell.
You know, man.
He's mint, innit?
He is. One day he'll aspire to be like Ashley Young. What's he doing over the other side of the pitch?
That's a good point, actually. It must be from corners. Every time they count it from corners, he's on the left-hand side. Yeah, that'll be it. Played Rashford. Touch. How far can a good defence take us this year?
I don't know about taking us. It can probably prevent us from ending in mid-table obscurity, I think.
That's what
I mean.
I
think we need goal scorers. We'll have to invest in winter and January transfer window. Who would you like to see at United in the January transfer window, if anyone?
Oh, that's a good point. Getting them in below. Comment with that.
Because like, what strikers are out there?
You'd have to say realistic, wouldn't you? But
because I know we've been linked with the likes of Maddison, who they should have got this summer, and his money's gone up at least another 50 million now, I reckon. He's going to get better and better. But in terms of out-and-out strikers, there aren't that many that you can sort of, 20 goals a season.
I think United in the summer could have done with not even a young striker, like a 28, 29-year-old experienced player who maybe isn't even a top-level striker. I mean,
just someone that can head the ball, like 10 minutes to go, and then throw them on. And that was a surprising reason that when they got rid of. I was surprised when Fellaini went, because he was always great for that, wasn't he? I mean, maybe he wanted to.
Yeah. Mate, there's been times this season where I've put Pogba up front. Honestly, it's just because he'd be better there than he is at holding midfield. I'd rather him as far forward as possible, Pogba.
I never know why they play him at this sort of quarterback position. Do you know what I mean? Because he is good running with the ball. He's got the physical attributes and he can take players on. He should be up as far up as possible, really. But I don't know. Who am I to tell Ollie Solskjaer what to do?
No, I feel like that sometimes. Well, that's what we are, United fans, isn't it? We all moan. None of us actually think we know better than Solskjaer. Even under the Moyes season, none of us knew. No,
I have to disagree with that. I guarantee at least 65% of Old Trafford knew more about what to do than David Moyes. That was horrendous. They were dark
no,
days.
That was mad. That Fulham game was mad. Was that the one where we put in
500,000 crosses in the game? Terrible.
Oh, that was insane. And then we scored at the end and then let them equalise. We scored, we thought we'd won it.
Oh, nah. Too easy. Too easy for Dave, that.
Mark Noble with a shitty volley from outside the box.
Oh, dearie me. Daniel James ending careers there. It's what we like to see. Let's have a look at this again. Yeah. Oh, you hit it clean on the volley as well. Yeah, fair play.
Any touch there, though, could have changed.
Yeah. Anything could have happened. See what you guys say in the comments.
Don't forget to get involved on Football Index. You can buy or sell players depending on their stock value. Today I'm saying Daniel James having a decent match. Wan-Bissaka for United, probably our best player so far.
Yeah, you know what?
Whenever West Ham have attacked, he's been the man either left or right back to stop them. But it's pretty even game so far.
There's just some interesting comments from some people here. Devil's Aces he's just clearly commenting stuff for attention about Marcus Rashford. So I'm not going to read out his comments, but you're a fucking moron, mate. Like, see, honestly, like there's one thing not supporting your players, and then there's like proper slagging them off. Like I said before, if you can't get behind a 21-year-old lad who's from Manchester, from United's academy, who has performed on every stage he's been given, he's just been in a bit of bad form recently.
And you don't know what Man United are all about, because Marcus Rashford is what Man United are all about. But he's struggling at the minute, I will admit, and he's had a poor game.
And I never understand it when they berate him. He's the only fit striker that's in the at the club, and he has a bad form. I just don't understand the negativity.
No, it's because some of them aren't really like I say, the casual sort of fans.
Yeah.
They're not really that bothered. They just want attention. David says, literally no one is in the upline to be passed to during counters. Yeah, he says no one's free basically during the counter attacks. So it's like we're playing the counter attack and we're not doing it very well essentially.
Well, that's because they're both playing left. James and Rashford both seem to be accommodating the left-hand space.
See, now this is a comment I can totally get behind. Joe Tomlin says, Rashford is completely exhausted, just like last season. We are neglecting a real talent. Now, that's something I can get behind. The fact that he's maybe not being managed correctly at the minute, Marcus Rashford, and he shouldn't be relied on. And his performances are going to get worse if there's so much pressure on.
Yeah, because exactly. He's the only man who's got there to lead the line. And there are rumours coming out about how hard Solskjaer's regime is for fitness as well. And we did get quite a lot of injuries last year, didn't we, through the fitness training.
But he looks quite fit though, doesn't he, Marcus?
You were just saying before, he is huffing and puffing. But it's a hard job leading the line, because you're basically chasing after. Have you seen Rocket where he's chasing after the chicken?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what Rashford's doing, picking up that, day in, week out, with the lack of creativity we've got behind him.
Must be frustrating, really, sometimes.
Yeah, and you've got that side of it. It must be like, if you know your ability, but if you can't get the ball, it must be really frustrating as a striker.
Oh yeah, totally. You're literally just chasing shadows.
Yeah, and you're looking at like someone like Pereira saying, "Come on."
Oh, chance for West Ham this. Oh, dearie me, that's turned into a bad tackle, hasn't it?
No, it's a good tackle. It took Mark Noble out. It's always a good tackle.
He's not giving
Little England is there.
No buck in there for him.
Who was it?
Mark Noble just flying in on Dan James, and I don't know about that. Let's see this again.
Oh,
he has tried to kick the ball, to be fair, rather than he's tried to flip the ball, hasn't he? Just Me says, I remember the period when parts of Old Trafford booed Ryan Giggs. That's a very good point. Yeah, that was a thing that happened once. I remember during that period there being someone sat behind me saying, get rid of Paul Scholes. Nowhere near the player he was. And I was thinking, you fucking lunatics. Well, there's always been lunatics.
But memory's quite short, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
As a football fan.
If we're talking about mad statements, I remember slagging Berbatov off to high heaven when he was at United at times. Like, he had that good season, but aside from that, I mean, don't get me wrong, he had loads of good seasons, but I remember apart from that season, I slagged him off rotten.
I was at Villa Park when we beat Arsenal in the treble in the semi-cup final, and I was screaming at Giggs like, fucking pass, you fucking shit, pass. He'd had an awful game up until that point.
Had he?
Yeah, and then he went and scored, and it just shows what little football fans know, screaming at him. I was fucking pass the ball.
We all do it, mate. I go back on my Facebook memories and it's me slagging off Ronaldo because he left United. Like, fucking he went Real Madrid, guys.
That's fair enough, I suppose.
Yeah, and he also gave us an extra year, I do think, than he maybe could have. Kyle says, if Wolves continue to struggle, we should get Neves in January. Now that is
they've got a fantastic. He's put a really good team together there.
Yeah.
I still think he could be a possibility for the replacement of Solskjaer if it ever comes to it.
Oh, no, Neves though, I'd love him, mate.
Who would you say is in the contention for the best player this time?
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka, go on, name me four for the...
Four?
Fucking hell, Jay.
James, I'd say...
Wan-Bissaka, James.
Matic hadn't had a bad game. Matic is quite divisive as well. So
no, I'd put him with Tomine before Matic, would you say?
Throw them both in.
Alright, okay. Fucking hell, mate. People will slag you for putting Matic in it.
Yeah, but that's what you want, though.
Alright, okay. Is that what we want?
Yeah.
Right, alright, fair enough. What is going on in the comments then? Robert says, well said, Gaz. That bloke is just looking for airtime with comments on Rashford. When in form, he can be one of the most ruthless, pacey strikers in world football. He needs rest and support. I think so. I just don't think he's being managed very well.
But the games are coming. The pace of the games are coming around. You're talking about burning players out. If it is only Greenwood after Rashford, do you burn? You know, that's a shitload of weight to put on Greenwood to lead the line.
It's too much weight.
Unfortunately, Rashford's probably a victim of the Glazers' lack of reinvestment of the Lukaku money. That's what it is. The crossing foot of Marcus has got a bear.
Isn't it mad that we're Man United and we can earn money from transfers and it just fucking vanish?
Yeah.
You just be like, it's just fucking ridiculous. The Ronaldo money still does my head in.
Cayman Islands, mate.
Oh, mate. It's mad though, isn't it? It's a different fucking world.
What do you think of Lukaku starting in Italy?
He scored a couple of goals, didn't he, at the start? I like that they put the highlights on YouTube in Serie A. I didn't realise this till the other day what it's meant. And so I'm obviously just watching flashpoints from the games. But he was getting slagged after the last one.
Was he? Yeah.
Inter fans, they were just like, I'm already done with him just because of the way he plays. He's one of them where he's conflicting, isn't he? Because he scores goals.
Yeah.
But he's not a proper footballer at times. What do you make of it?
I don't know. I always thought he'd got to a good start. Just he'd just have that because he'll be pissed off about how he's left United. But he had to go.
Yeah. He's never going to start for us, was he? And he was never going to be happy.
1-0 West Ham.
For fuck's sake.
1-0 West Ham. Yarmolenko scores the goal. West Ham passing it around in the box. We were giving these boys far too much space. I have a feeling it might be Harry Maguire who didn't have his marking right there. But that was a bit of a mess. Let's watch the replay.
So they started with a good bit of passing on the right-hand side. But
Is
it
that
looked
Noble?
Like, yeah, Noble. But it looked like we had total control over it and a dead simple passing at Yarmolenko.
Is it Lindelof?
It was a really good touch from Yarmolenko, to be fair.
It's a great ball in from, was it Felipe?
Flicked it in, and the touch took it away. You know what? It's a fucking good goal, to be fair. But Harry Maguire, nowhere.
It's a good goal. The balance of play, I don't.
Yeah, and this is the worrying thing now is that United have got to go all out to try and get an equaliser, which is going to leave us open at the back, and we don't have as we've mentioned the first half, we haven't got really the creativity or the striker to go out and get that goal. So it's going to be a long 45 minutes for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And what substitutions is he going to make? Because we don't have a substitute striker on the bench to try into.
We do not have a striker.
What do you do? What would you do?
I genuinely, I'm thinking about the bench and I'm thinking, what would you change? And Matt has Matt has not even been.
No, Matt. I think Matt has probably been the.
He's not
You
touched the
wouldn't
ball.
you wouldn't know. Yeah, you wouldn't know he's been on the pitch.
He has not touched the ball.
West Ham 1, Manchester United 0. It was all going towards a 0-0 half time, and then they've scored. Who do you think is United's man of the match for the first half? Has that changed since the goal's gone in? I mean, great bit of skill, wasn't it, to take it away from Maguire? You can't really have much fault.
It was, but they should have been closing them down quicker, and the marking should have been a bit better. It's too easy, that was. We're not scoring goals like that. That's the thing.
Yeah. We don't seem to be able to create goals from nothing.
No.
They tend to come after a period of pressure, don't we?
Yeah.
We haven't got anyone who could turn on a sixpence and score goals.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Not got a match winner.
Pellegrini doesn't look very happy though.
Well, they've finished the half really well. Like the last 10,
It's
15 minutes.
best time to score, isn't it? They always say that because obviously United are going with a sucker punch. Otherwise, they'd been happy to go in at a 0-0. But he's got to do something at half time, Solskjaer. But Lomachenko's stats will have gone up on the football index.
Yeah, check that out. It's the new interactive game that we've teamed up with Football Index. It's like trading stocks, but with footballers. Good, get on it. Links.
Who would you trade today to let Lomachenko in for Rashford?
Oh, mate, the lot of them.
the lot of this lot can go. Yeah, I'd probably do something like that. That was a great touch there from
Yeah.
him. I still think Felipe Anderson could be dangerous in this game. And you know what? Mark Noble, your typical bloke who's up for the big games.
Yep.
He's playing well today as
He'll
well.
be off for a nice Weatherspoons after this.
Oh, mate, you know it, don't you? You just know it. But fucking hell.
Fuck shit.
1-0 West Ham at half time. We knew it was going to be a difficult game. But yeah, there we go. It's just, you sort of think we should have enough about us to still get something out of this, but I do not know
Where do you see it? You're the pessimist and you're clutching us. I can't see it. I think we'll probably get dicked 3-0 now.
I don't know, but oh, mate. Jesus. You can't get thrashed by these. But on the basis of the performance, both teams... neither team created many chances.
No, but
Neither team were good.
the difference is when once West Ham created a chance, it was on target and scored, whereas we don't have that.
Nah.
I think Rashford plays better when he runs onto the ball, and if we haven't got anyone threading the through ball, fucking Mata is non-existent. Matic had a great 5 seconds at the beginning of the first half. McTominay was pretty industrial. Pereira, what's he done? Not good enough, lads.
No, you're right. It's like literally every player who's not in the defences.
But what we've done this summer is we've invested and made our defensive stronger, and we're just shit across the rest of the park. We really are.
Yeah,
we're just weak everywhere.
That's why I said before. Like, how far can a good defence take you? Because I don't think we've got anything else.
I think we'll avoid a relegation at a push, and that's because it's probably worse teams than us.
Yeah. Oh no! I know. We had someone say that the other day. Fucking hell. Right.
It's not even, it could happen.
Seeing what you guys are saying in the comments. Scott Horn says it's going to be 3-0 to us, boys. Come on, you Indigo. Come on, you Irons. Sorry, Indigos. I don't know why I always say that. Come on, you Irons. Why aren't you at the game, Scott? Francis says Mourinho in disguise. Oh, Jesus.
No.
The Polish Wonder says, I think James or McTominay played the best in the first half. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was good as well.
Yep, I can tend to agree with that.
I think then 3 were the only ones that you can say were above. And 6 out of 10. Usual username says, we are a shambles. We've not been good enough. Andy Williams, how is Rashford our striker? Can someone explain this to me? What does he offer? He can't run with the ball. He's just not playing well at the minute, mate. He's a striker out of form and out of confidence. What can you say?
Someone's put, imagine seeing your owner sell a £75 million striker and not replace him, and then blaming the 21-year-old academy graduate playing his 3rd game in 8 days for being knackered.
There you go. There you go.
Someone called Jay Motti.
Some knobhead called Jay Motti. Probably talking shit.
Is the poll? Are the polls up now?
There's one poll. I just put one poll up on the man of the match for the first half.
Apparently Greenwood's got tonsillitis. Yeah, so people commenting about where.
Yeah,
Greenwood
so at the
is.
moment, Wan-Bissaka is leading the best player this half, 66%. James following him on 18. McTominay 7%,
How's
and
Matic beating McTominay?
People don't like McTominay.
Why do people hate him so much? I had my reservations about him before the season. Don't get me wrong, and I thought in the last couple of games maybe he's shown his worth.
Most people are saying none of them. They've all been shit, to be honest. Says Wally Machiavelli.
Someone says Mata and Pereira are the weakest links, mate. You know what I do half time here now? Sod it. Gomez
and
Mata.
yeah. Well, I think Mata and Pereira have both been. At least with Matic and McTominay, you've seen them on the ball. I've not seen Mata or Pereira at all. What do you think about this? Solskjaer's coming up along the stick in terms of the style of play. And I was talking to Angelina last week when we were doing the commentary against Leicester. Well, we don't have a style of play, and he should have really cemented that by now, should we? The games leading up to the Paris win, we had like a great run of results, but I don't think we actually seen any sort of that's the Solskjaer way of playing football. Do you know what I mean? Have we got an identity yet? Is that worrying?
We don't have I don't have a proper identity. I don't think that Solskjaer actually knows how good we are. I don't think, or how bad we are. I don't think he knows what level this team is at. So, like, it's one thing saying, yeah, we want to be counter-attacking, But you're not going to counter-attack when most teams you play against are going to put 10 players behind the ball.
Yeah, but
so we need to have a way of playing when we have to go against teams like that, and we don't.
Yeah.
And then even today, it's like if if in any game we get as many chances as the other team, I'd always be confident the other team is going to win. Because it seems like teams just take their chances more against us.
Yeah, we're not clinical at all.
Not clinical. We're not.
But
clinical.
Solskjaer keeps coming out with the same sound bites week in, week out on the press conferences, and he did it yesterday, and he was saying that everybody we can see we're improvement, we're moving in the right direction. We're 1-0 down against West Ham. What fucking right direction is that?
No, mate, I've had this conversation with people as well about how apparently we've improved at the start of this season, and I'm like.
We haven't. The result against Chelsea flattered us,
Yeah.
And we've been shit since.
We were crap in the Crystal Palace game.
We got what we deserved.
Nowhere near good enough. And then your Southampton game, they had a fucking man sent off, and we had 25 minutes to win the game, and we got nowhere near. It's not good enough.
Leicester could have gone either way, to be honest. I think that was quite an even game.
Yeah, I think that Leicester was probably the best performance out of a lot of them, and it wasn't good enough. No. It's Astana, and you know that was frustrating. That was always going to be a crap game though. That.
Because can you imagine getting yourself up for that game?
I know.
The Kazakhs are in.
Every game in the Europa League is going to be like that, mate. It's useless. I'm glad I do a pub quiz on Thursday nights.
Do you think that is making an impact on how we're playing today, though?
No, because he made 8 changes, didn't he? He's like, it's a totally different team. And they look knackered. This lot look knackered. They look like they've not got anything left.
What do you think out there? Do you think we should be subbing Pereira and Mata, Rashford even? We've got to keep him up. But Solskjaer's got to do something because we're not creating enough chances here.
Yeah, reading some of your comments here. Wan-Bissaka leading it and not even been good. Yeah, you know, I've said that loads this season. I've said so-and-so's man of the match, but even he was shite. It's like, I'm sick of it. Celtic Warrior says, Matic has been the best player. Good God. Jack Taylor says, Axel Greenwood. I always call him Alex Tuanzebe, you know. Axel just sounds like something you'd call a dog or something. Axel, Greenwood, Gomez and Fred need to be playing. Greenwood's ill, so that's why Greenwood's not on the bench. Liam says, showing the repercussions of lacking the manager in the transfer window.
Backing the manager.
Oh, backing the manager. So I was wondering what you meant there. Backing the manager in the transfer window. Yeah, I think it's going to be like that all game.
But Solskjaer should have come out, and I think that this is going to be a huge detriment to United, is that he doesn't come out and say anything about, whereas Mourinho, will come out and say he's after players. I think Solskjaer he's got too much gratitude for the job.
He's get sacked though, mate.
He's off.
If he came out and literally said what Jose said about transfers and not getting enough money, he'd be out of a job. And it's like people will be like, all right, Glazer stooge and all that. Well, look, if you're going to call Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a Glazer stooge, then you need to slag off the biggest Glazer stooge of them all, Sir Alex Ferguson. You know what I mean? I'm just
controversial there, guys. You can't come at the king, man.
I know you can't, but he's the man who made it happen. You know what I mean? So if you've got a big enough problem with the Glazers that you're going to slag off the current manager, then slag off Fergie 10 times as much. Otherwise, you don't know what you're on about, and you just want a manager sacked because you want to be a Real Madrid fan secretly.
Do you think he'll stay though beyond the season?
No, he's sacked in December.
I don't think he'll make it to December.
No, I don't know, mate. I don't know, mate.
If we're in the top 6, which I think we will be based on the other teams around us.
We're getting beat today.
Yeah, I think we could get beat today, and I still think we'll be top 6 by Christmas. I think these will be around about. Right, so people are picking out certain players. White Run Guard said we should have had Guardiola. Water is wet. Now this one is I don't get, and I don't mind getting the comments and explain what you mean here, but usual username says sack Ole before Christmas and then bring in Poch. Poch has had a worse record than when Ole took over Man United. Poch has been on a downward spiral.
He's not having a great start to the season, is he, Poch?
He's not done well this season at all, and it looks like they could really struggle this season. So,
but still, his pedigree in terms of where he's managed and stuff, you've got to say Poch is a far better manager. For me, he is than Solskjaer. And I know form's out the window at the moment when they're not playing great, but overall, he did get his team to a European Cup final, and that was on a minimal budget, which will be, Suit the Glazers.
Yeah.
Someone,
yeah.
someone who can do something with nothing.
Oh, mate, that's just something else that's going to happen now, isn't it? Masonda says, is Rashford injured?
He might be, but we've got no one else to put him.
He might be, but jeez. Kawuya says, even Chelsea play better football than us. Now, that's a good point, actually, because I've said that, Chelsea will struggle this season, but I think it'll be more fun to watch.
I think Chelsea have got some fantastic young players and more sort of the move ahead in terms of their career, whereas like we're only bleeding in the likes of Greenwood, but because of Chelsea's transfer ban, Lampard's got no option but to play them more consistently, which I think will improve them as the season goes on. Whereas ours, we're sort of drip feeding them in and out of the team, so it's not getting consistent play.
Depraved Wretch says Keno for manager.
Any water in here, Jay, or anything?
No, I won't get you one.
You can better with Mac if you don't think I'm going to be.
No, it's I'm not after her piece, mate.
Anything like that. Was Alan says at least we can't park the bus in the second half. When was the last time we parked the bus? That was a while ago, wasn't it?
The bus left the building in December, didn't it?
Say what happened? Our bus broke down, mate. I don't know what you're on about. Fucking wish we could park a bus nowadays. some of these games are like, fucking hell, I wish we could just get out with a 0-0.
And don't forget, you can get involved on Football Index with our new partners. It's a fantastic game where you can buy and sell players depending on their stock value. Both of us started off backing Rashford to have a decent performance. It's not worked out that way, but Lomachenko scored a sweet goal, so no doubt his stock has gone up. Get involved by clicking the link below.
Comments here about Pochettino saying, guys, he's got a better team in front of him than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has, and he's doing a worse job. The fans would be much more on his back at the minute than they are Ole. I'd say that's right, though.
Yeah,
that's totally right.
He's got
Spurs have a much better team than us. You just look at the amount of world-class players.
Yeah.
Son's a world-class player. Dele Alli's touching on world-class player. Harry Kane's a world-class player. And Son, I think, is absolute dynamite.
Yeah, it's fantastic. One of the best players in the Premier League.
Top. He is top.
No, I agree with that sentiment, but you always can. For me, I can see Poch turning it around, whereas how bad United are playing is sort of how idea how long the bad run's going to go on for. Because, like we said, we've had one decent performance, which was a scrappy win against Leicester at home.
Yeah. And that, don't get me wrong, that wasn't even a decent performance.
No, not at all. It was just like Leicester lacked any sort of goal scoring options up front.
It was a good defensive performance, wasn't it? More than anything. Shut Vardy up anyway.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was bagging that. I'd love Jamie Vardy. He was, you know what, we were bloody saying before, weren't we? United could have done with a 28, 29-year-old striker for this season. Yeah. Jamie Vardy would have been perfect. He would have been absolutely perfect, even though he's a knobhead, right? And I know that, I wouldn't like to go for a beer with him either, but he's fucking bloody good footballer,
yeah,
isn't
he is.
He'd be.
He knows where the net is, doesn't he?
He'd have been a good option for us to have this year, and it would have helped out Marcus Rashford a little bit, actually. We wouldn't have had to change our style of play or anything.
Do you think Rashford benefits of playing in a two up front rather than just him on his own?
I don't think we've seen it enough times to know, mate. But we did have that period, didn't we, where he started playing two up front, and it did help him a bit.
Didn't he play with Zlatan for a bit when?
Can't remember, mate. Can't remember.
And this is where I'm always looking at United teams for when we're 1-0 down going into the second half. Where are the leaders in the team now? This is where you need a proper captain. And you've got Ashley. I know Ashley Young's the captain, but I don't think he's going to cheer them up. I'm always thinking centre midfield, lead by example.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Few comments saying get Fred on.
Yep, I definitely agree with that.
This guy called Jerbasad, he just keeps commenting about McTominay and saying he wants him out of the team. He's obviously got some passionate hatred for McTominay.
Based on what?
I don't know, mate. It's probably because he fucking thinks Pogba should be playing there instead, but he can't because he's injured. McTominay's been one of our best players in that first half. Genuinely has. But no, he's probably saying it because he's the lowest rated player on FIFA or something stupid like that. That's what some people do,
FIFA ratings make it all.
Do that. Have you actually got a new FIFA?
No.
I've been playing it. It's all right, to be fair.
What do you think West Ham will come out and do?
Score a second. I don't know.
For me, I think they'll probably go for a second because we'll be open at the back now because we're chasing the goal.
We've not won in 6 away games.
7 after today.
Yeah. Mad that. That's just mad statistic, isn't it, when you think about it?
When was the last away game?
That we won?
Yeah.
Probably PSG.
It might have been, really.
It might have been. Jay, was the last away game we won PSG?
The last away game.
I have a feeling the last away game we won was PSG.
Oh, man, that's tragic. I'm going to check that out.
I think it might be PSG. Guys, get in the comments below. Let me know, please.
How's Declan Rice getting on?
Thank you very much.
Not really weighed much of their holding midfielder, mate. Declan Rice is a bit weird, isn't he? He's a bit of a weird guy. Like other videos you see online, he's like fucking giddy, isn't he? I like him though. He's all right.
Has Supreme got tonsillitis?
Yeah.
Yes, apparently. So let's see how the second half starts. I mean, West Ham, I don't understand why they wouldn't go at us. Like when you just say that record, then if you've not won a game,
Yeah.
6 away games, then yeah, it's right.
Just trying to find out when our last away win was.
Someone's saying, Liam's commented saying, "Oh dear, it's about to kick off again, lol." It's literally,
Wow.
mate, I've done that. Well, last season when we were in that really bad thing, I've genuinely woken up and I've gone, "Fucking hell, are United playing? Fuck, they are! Oh, God's sake!
Going to ruin your day.
Gonna ruin my weekend again." They don't ruin my weekend anymore, to be honest. I'm used to it. Just used to it. Someone needs to drag Mata and Matic off that pitch because Ole drank some sort of love potion for them too.
Ooh.
Oh, chance here for United. Great chance. Oh, is it?
Oh, no,
Mate, where did it bounce off then? They didn't even get it under control. Dan James is your man you want just running with it. Get Dan James running with it. But I totally agree, Mata and Matic off.
They've got to, haven't they? There's no other option, really.
Especially when you've got 2 players there to replace them, though, in Gomez and Fred. Maybe he did just get in, didn't he? It's not a nice game.
One Matter not looking happy with his yellow card. Noticed he's got a new biography out now.
Has he?
Yeah, I seen it in the bookshop yesterday.
Is it auto or just biography?
I imagine he'd write it himself, wouldn't he? Because
I think so, wouldn't you? Quite a clever guy, isn't he?
yeah.
Cultured guy. Could never
Right,
imagine
send him.
that, mate. You ever thought about writing a book?
Yeah, I've written a couple.
Have you?
Yeah. Whoa. Oh, mate.
That's mad. Ball just came straight across
Matter,
goal.
was it Matter?
Matter looked like he had loads of time to put that in.
Is that Rashford?
He was sliding in.
Is it Rashford that fires it in?
No, it's Pereira on the right hand side. Swings the ball in.
Oh,
Oh, mate, he had time there. Why hasn't he anticipated that quicker? So Pereira's gone on the right hand side. 2 players that we've been
Oh,
slagging
he had
off.
loads of time there.
Oh, maybe he was.
Oh.
Man.
I don't think he needed to go to ground.
No, I don't think he did. And you know what? I thought he was right in front of goal, but he wasn't. He was slightly to the left.
They should be burying that.
That's a chance and a half, that, for United. That is a chance and a
Yeah,
half.
and they're not coming too far and few between here.
Could have changed the game, that. Totally changed the game. Oh, how frustrating.
Now West Ham on the counter attack.
Chance for West Ham in the box. Deflected into De Gea's hands. Yarmolenko. Is there a boxer called Yarmachenko?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think I called him Yarmachenko before and someone commented like, "You watching the boxing?"
To be honest, he probably score against United. Yeah.
Yeah, probably would. Oh, go on,
Oh,
Rashford.
come on,
That's it.
Marcus.
Mate, I'll say something. Their 2 centre halves do look a bit nervy today. Like, they do look like they've got a mistake in them. So we should be fucking nailing them, man. Going at him.
It's definitely more open second half. Hopefully United don't rue that Matter miss.
Mate, I'll be annoyed if we lose this now. That was a big miss.
Oh.
This is what we're on about United not being clinical enough, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's much better chance than their goal.
Yeah, definitely. James.
Oh, he's released it at just the right time. Oh, Matter, I don't know why he's done that. Has James gone down hurt there?
No, of Bono.
You know, James running at the centre half and the centre halves. He's been told, I think, to stop staying on the ground a bit because he does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I've thought he's genuinely hurt every time because he's.
The thing is, because he's only a small lad, and if you look at the no, he runs into his own defence.
Is that what happened then? He's just run into Declan Rice. He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he just tripped up.
Yeah, I do. I think he gets a bit of a raw deal, James, for the diving and stuff.
He's going to get a bit of a kicking over the years. And He's going to get a couple of injuries. Hopefully he can be like Giggs though. And
Well, that's what Gig used to thrive on it, didn't he?
You know, when you said then about January players and stuff like that, I don't know why the first name that comes to my head is always Bale.
Fuck it, that.
Is that because everyone either has, like, no one's in the middle on that one. You're either passionately for it or passionately against it.
There's two trains of thought for me. Is that it just sends out the wrong message that we're supposed to be looking towards the future, and instead we're just going buying a knackered Galactico from Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? I just don't know what sort of message that sounds.
Could you imagine United being all this? What is it? Youth, courage, and whatever.
Yeah, and then
they go and buy a player that not only doesn't want to play for Man United but doesn't want to play football.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Well, can't play football because he's always on the physio bench.
He wants to go and play golf, doesn't he? He doesn't like it anymore. He's sick of it.
That would be very Man United.
It would be very Man United. You know, I'm surprised we didn't do it because he went Bayern, didn't he? But Coutinho went Bayern, didn't he? I'm surprised we didn't fucking buy him because that would have been a Man United signing all over. Genuinely. Right, reading some of your comments below. Someone said Lukaku made Rashford look good. Now he's gone, he looks bang average. He has looked bang average this season, I suppose. You know, I've got to agree with that. Some good bit of revisionism here. Money Boxing says Sanchez should never have gone. He's the best player we had.
He's taking the piss.
He's taking the piss. He was dog shit. Now, hated, adored, never ignored said, I would take Zlatan back now over Rashford. I don't know about over Rashford.
I'd take him with Rashford.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why it needs
I'd take Zlatan back for a couple of reasons, because we need another name in there to play centre forward. But also his personality, I think, is something we've severely missed in the dressing room.
White Run Guard says Gomez and Chong are average at best. They were bad against Astana. Gomez wasn't bad against
The kids,
Astana.
man.
And also,
they're young kids.
If that's the first game you've ever seen them, and that's what you're judging them on, you don't know anything about football. I don't know anything about football. I'm just a fan. But it's like making statements like that are just fucking moronic. I'd love Rashford to score today. Come on, Rashford. It's an handball, that.
Corner.
It's an handball, that.
Is it,
Ball to hand.
I don't know.
You worry, don't you? Because you're like...
Yeah, I just because you expect everything to go to VAR, don't you? Walk off, Ashley. Don't be giving it.
Nah, it's not. It's his chest. It's chest. Sound.
So corner to West Ham.
We should have a routine set up there so we know exactly how to counter attack. Do you remember what you used to do in Fergie's last year? Where Van Persie won every corner.
Yeah.
And he was literally on the near post, and every time he'd win the header, and there'd be someone on the edge of the box waiting for
Waiting
it.
to charge it.
Yeah.
I mean, the obvious thing there would be James or Rashford on either side, wouldn't it, to bomb down with.
Well, what we do that near post thing, but with Rashford, like, why? He's our fastest player.
Yeah.
Like, get someone else to head it out. Stick Wan-Bissaka there. I don't know.
Well, that's it. You got two great defenders.
Is the official name of this stadium the London Stadium?
I never know call it the bowling stadium as well, don't they?
That was Upton Park.
Was that Upton Park?
That they used to call the
I
bowling
don't
ground.
know. Fucking Mark Noble Stadium.
The Brexit Arena. Oh, piss off, mate. Free kick. Piss off. Yeah, I
Can get Matter off the pitch, man.
I think that you just need another. Karuya says we miss Chicharito. Well, you know what? Chicharito was a bit of a baller. I like Chicharito.
He left West Ham this summer, didn't he?
Yeah, did you see him? You know, he scored a worldy free kick recently. Mate, when did Chicharito take free kicks?
They must have some bad free kick takers in that team he's signed
It
up
was
for.
mad. It was mad. Let me find out where he is actually, because I saw it.
Is it
recently.
Germany he's gone to?
I think so. No, because he was at Germany. He was in Germany, wasn't he? He was at Leverkusen. Sevilla.
Oh, he's gone.
Sevilla. Wow. Fucking good move for him, that. Fair play. What a career he's had, Chikorito. Fair play to that. Good player.
I don't think we should have... Was it Van Gaal?
I can't remember, but I remember when we got rid of him, he was putting sly stuff on Instagram and shit.
Yeah.
And I remember at the time thinking, yeah, you can fuck off. Like,
Oh, fuck off.
Here we go, Rashford on the
West
counter
Ham with
now.
nearly a
Bit
cheeky
better,
corner
A
there.
little bit better. Mata
Oh.
needs to release it quicker. Let's just fucking get him off now, I think, Mata. Don't think he's offering us a lot in this game. Palace beat... They're struggling Wolves this season, aren't they? Palace beating Wolves as well. Like someone said there, go and get Wolves' best players if they've been struggling. Go at him. Totally agree. Dan James.
The thing is with Wolves, they'll be having a decent crack at the Europa League, won't they? Because they're not going to get relegated. I don't think they'll get relegated. Worse teams than that. Everton are worse than Wolves.
Go on, turn it.
Fucking get in!
Get it.
Oh.
Get control of the thing.
No, there just seems to be very little direction of what to do with the ball there. They're passing it around like a hot potato.
So what? That was a top ball, that. But what's
What's this?
That takes Matter too long, mate. Like I say, man, get someone else in that position. It was a good pass at first, though.
Rashford with his hands on his hips does look like he's had a hard afternoon running.
See what people in the comments are saying. Palace can score against Wolves and we're losing. How does that work? What? What? What does that have to do with anything? Sam Smith says Gomez over Mata. Yeah, I think I'd go with that one.
Take Solskjaer on the pitch over Mata at the moment.
Yeah. We have been poor. Yeah, we have been poor.
But maybe this is it, you know.
What?
Maybe we shouldn't expect too much. Maybe this is our standard of this is where we are now.
Oh, yeah.
Because to play, do you know what I mean? To play beyond this, would take some better players. But we're as good as getting beat by West Ham 1-0 at their ground. That's it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Mate, I agree. I do. I think if you, on paper.
Because you were looking at the start, and you were saying at least that you were saying their striker you'd pick ahead of Rashford. You'd play.
I play Haller over Rashford.
Yeah, you play Felipe
Anderson over Mata.
Yeah.
I know the different positions.
You play Declan Rice over Matic.
Yeah, exactly. That's mad, isn't it? All of our defence is better. Back five, including the goalie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't take any of their players.
But then when you start looking at the outfield players, and the thing, and you look at similar teams across the league, how many others?
Leicester was one we were coming up against. I was like, take the whole midfield. McTominay needs to be better there. Needs to do something with it there. Just so slow. And Rashford's down there, it looks like.
Oh, just what we need.
Just what we need. No
Fuck's
strikers
sake.
then. Is that another striker injured?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's going off. He was struggling in the first half, Rashford. So
This is always going to happen though, and it's the fucking Glazers' fault.
yeah, I don't know why we didn't replace. I don't know why we didn't bring any more options.
It's not an easy watch this today.
Look at him, but he's struggling like that because of how much he's fucking played. He shouldn't be playing that much. But I do not think for 1 second Ole Gunnar Solskjaer thought he'd be going into the season with Rashford and Greenwood and Martial as his only recognised strikers.
You can't have done. Why would you sanction the sale of Sanchez and Lukaku?
Yeah. There's no way he did.
Sanchez for as shit as he's been, is another body. Do you know what I mean?
It's someone you have on the bench today.
And now Manchester United are about to go into a game with 30 minutes to go and potentially without a striker. Lingard's coming on.
See, I don't understand that because what they're going to do? Put Mata up front, or they're going to put Lingard up front?
Daniel James.
Yeah, Dan James maybe move in there.
But he's only slight when you look at the size of fucking West Ham's two central defenders.
Not going to be much crosses in, can't be.
For as good as they'd be anyway, to be honest.
Dan James is a better finisher than Marcus Rashford at the minute. And from what I've seen this season,
Yeah.
Dan James has been a better finisher than Marcus Rashford. Maybe Rashford can prove me wrong there, but this season, every single time he gets it, it doesn't matter what his position is, it seems to go on target.
Yeah.
Dan James, so I like him.
He's
for
playing
that.
with a lot of confidence, and that makes a difference when you struggle forward players.
I reckon is he out for a bit?
He's walking off. He looks pissed off as much as he does injured.
So Lingard's on for Rashford. So, I don't know, I'd rather have Angel Gomez on, but maybe. We will see. We've got half an hour to go, guys. It's you know, we've created as many chances as they have.
Yeah.
We're just not clinical enough.
Yeah, if that Mata chance goes in where he missed it at the far post, then it's a completely different game. West Ham really haven't tested us the second half. But they didn't in the first half, and it was just the one chance, wasn't it, really, what they capitalised on?
What it is, it feels weird being a United fan this season, because say if we do score a goal now, like being United fans will be like, yes, the equaliser, brilliant, and then it finishes 1-1. We're not going to be as buzzing as teams, you know, fans of other teams would be off a 1-1 draw, but we've got to get used to that this season, that if we now come back and get a 1-1 draw, it's a great result for us.
Yeah, because you said before, kick-off a 1-1 draw is a good result. And if you look out on paper how we play, on form how we played here last season under Mourinho, a draw would be a better result.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's big questions that need to be asked across the board. I'm not too sure on Solskjaer's, you know, the training and stuff. We've got Rashford looks like he's going to be injured. A lack of signings of a centre forward. West Ham are through again now.
Oh, did Dave save that or did it come off the post? Either way,
we're riding our luck here now.
That's got to be a free kick, hasn't it? Has David De Gea saved this? Because fair play if he has, right on his near post.
He's onside.
Felipe Anderson. It's De Gea with his foot again. Brilliant. Classic De Gea save, that, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was knee. Fucking, he's mad how good he is at that, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, he's got it to a T, hasn't he? Instinctual. Oh, fucking hell, Matic. United trying to get forward on the left-hand side. Matic trying to join the attack.
Matic should be proud of himself today. He's managed to play an hour's worth of football.
He's done well. His legs haven't fallen off yet.
He's not been that bad, to be honest.
No.
He's not done anything exceptional. James across to absolutely nothing.
What's he trying to do there? He just fucking walled that as hard as he could.
There's lack of options. You've got fucking Lingard's, 5'8".
Yeah, I know, yeah. And there he is, Ed Woodward, probably the man who's at fault for the majority of this. With Lee Grant and Phil Jones sat behind. That is a picture, innit? Ed Woodward with Phil Jones sat behind him and we've just give a 5-year fucking contract to because he won't go out and buy a proper defender or some fucking... some better backup options, so we'll give him another contract because no one else will pay his wages because they all know he's crap. And then Lee Grant sat behind him, who has probably been our best signing under Ed Woodward because he's not appeared. Kawuya says, "What is Woodward saying?" What do you reckon Ed Woodward was saying then?
He's looking at where else he can sponsor people. Because this is dog shit.
Saka in a cross.
Well, we are full-time Devils fans. If this stays 1-0, what are you saying about Solskjaer moving forward for Manchester United? Are you keeping the faith, or would you want us to be looking elsewhere? And if so, where would you want us to look? There's not that many great managers out on the continent, really.
There's not really. Peppo Max puts in capitals. 1-1 is not good enough. Now, I agree in some senses that 1-1, of course, as a Man United fan, should never be good enough. And we are Man United. There's no excuse for being happy with a 1-1 against anyone, almost. I just think this season's a bit different. And, you know...
You've got to take... I
don't want to make excuses for
No,
twats,
don't make excuses for the Glazer twats, but just take the 90 minutes in the context of what it is. The amount of injuries we've got no Paul Pogba, no Martial, Rashford's gone off injured. So we've got no recognised centre forward. I would take 1-1 now would be a fantastic result. I think you'd be stupid not to take that.
I'd snatch your hand off for 1-1.
Whether we will get it is a completely different matter.
Don't think we will. Well played, Lindelof in the box.
Oof.
Big good bit of strength there. What do you think about Old Trafford as a stadium? Because obviously it's iconic and historic, and I love it. And you know, it's got a vibe about it that no other ground that I've ever been to has. Don't matter how many times I go, but it could do with some doing
A lick of paint.
Yeah, just a bit of
Yeah,
TLC.
it's very dated.
Yeah.
It's not for the money you pay, and I'm not saying you should be given like fucking first class service at football matches, but I've been to stadiums where it's a lot nicer. You know, for the amount they charge, you know, like at Spurs and places like that. Should get some more prawn sandwiches and shit. Yeah.
Mate, I love when you go down at half time and it's like 4 items in the meal deal for
But,
15 quid. It's not a deal, is it?
No, but surely they must be losing money for like the corporate side, United. Because if you're just bringing a business and you're trying to impress your business partners, Old Trafford isn't as nice to look at on the inside as it is at some of the other grounds around the country.
No, I've never been in a box at Old Trafford. I'd love to do that.
It's a bit fucking. It's a shit atmosphere. Yeah.
I mean, it's shit at the seats.
Yeah.
Come on, chance this. Wan-Bissaka on the right, low to space, puts it in. How has he got back there?
Felipe is getting a lot of the ball.
And now we're wide open.
West Ham are going to more than likely score a second before we score our first.
Yeah, we're wide open there now.
The shit passed by Mark Noble, was it? Yeah.
I think these have been poor in this second half, but we've not been any better.
No.
I don't think we've not stepped on, but I think these have certainly stepped off. And it's halfway through the half already.
Well, that's what happened in the first half. They got the one chance, and I mean, the De Gea save there, didn't they, as well?
I think I agree with what the people were commenting about our performance. It's not been good enough. And I don't think it would have taken a great performance to be 1-1 so far in this game. We look like we're stepping it up a little bit now, but.
Why is it taking us to go 1-0 down to start fucking stepping it up?
Wan-Bissaka on the right again, loads of space, blocked again.
What's pissed me off over what's been massively lacking from United since the post-Fergie, it's when we used to walk into stadiums with a confidence that we were going to win. You could see it on the players, you know what I mean? And it's just not there anymore.
Prime example of that, Southampton. Can you imagine playing Southampton away and they got a red card with 20 minutes to go under Fergie?
Yeah, you'd be fucking throwing everything. Yeah,
4 goals, we're winning by 4 today, probably.
You'd be quite happy to put a fiver on United winning at that, wouldn't it?
Oh, mate, a fiver. Put my mortgage on it.
You get paid better wages at FullTimeDEVILS than I do, obviously.
Imagine.
We need to talk.
Imagine. Good God. Come on, Ashley.
Ashley Young with a corner kick. There's 22 minutes to go, plus injury time.
Headed down.
Fucking hit
Chance!
it!
Saved. Was it Maguire who shot there? I think Maguire had the shot in the end. I think he won the header in the first place as well. So yeah, corner came in. Harry Maguire with the header down. Then it came back to him. And he had a shot.
Fabianski, good save.
So close range, but just too close to the goalie.
We're definitely attacking them a lot more in this half than we did in the first.
Getting a bit much. I thought it was a free header then. I thought it was a free header. No, it's on out for a United throw. We've got producer Jay sat in the background. He's not able to watch the game. Jay, why don't you just sit in that seat over there? You'll be able to see it.
I'm waiting for the updates off you guys. It's alright.
Felipe
Anderson. There's a player playing with confidence.
Holding the ball
up. For me, he's probably the man of the match. I'd say if you check his football index from beginning to the end, his stock's definitely risen. But you can get involved if you want to click the link below. FullTimeDEVILS new partners.
Yeah, it's all in the description below. If you want to join Football Index, get on it. Oh mate, I still think we've got another couple of chances to go here. Let's fucking throw some iron.
20 minutes to go. That was close.
It was close, wasn't it? It's a really good save, actually. Better save than I thought.
Yeah, it's a great save off Fabianski with the feet.
I thought it was right at him. Good save.
Here's Jack Wilshere. Alan Willie last.
It's fuck Jesus.
They're bringing Jack Wilshere on, lads. Good God.
For fucking Felipe Anderson. Anderson must have done something wrong.
We are fucking shit us. They're bringing Jack Wilshere on. Bring Fred on because they're the same player. They both don't do anything.
Proper England midfield that now though, isn't it? Jack Wilshere and Mark Noble.
Woohoo! Leave means leave.
Okay, no.
Someone comments saying, why isn't Ole using subs? It's a very good point. It's only just
Here he goes,
now.
Fred's coming on now.
70 minutes in though, and Fred's making an appearance. He's a fucking centre mid. What? How much difference?
Who are you saying, Matic?
Yeah, it's got to be Matic. Matic can't,
Yeah,
there we go.
Matic.
Fred's on for Matic. Yeah, Hendra comments, why is it taking so long to sub Fred for Matic? You guys in the comments, you were all shouting about it at half time.
Yeah.
We were shouting, you know.
Solskjaer's been criticised a lot this season though for how long he differs on making substitutions.
And the people in the comments are saying that he's actually got a little injury as well there, Matic. It's fucking mad, isn't it, mate? Here come West Ham going forward though again into
Fuck
our
off,
box.
Jack
Couple
Wilshere.
of step overs. Jack Wilshere. Mad. West Ham on the right hand side, looking to get it in. And look how much, look, see how they've got actual people in the box? It's mad that, isn't it? Got the goal kick.
Oh.
How old is he, Jack Wilshere now? Is he 30?
I'm not too sure, mate.
Can't be that old, can he?
He seems to have been around for a long time though, because he burst on the scene at the age of 18, isn't he?
Yeah. Maybe it's just one of them that. Let's have a look.
I think he's got like the body of a 96-year-old.
I was 27. A bit younger than I thought he was, actually.
Remember people screaming him to sign for United when he was leaving Arsenal?
I know, but 27, he should be in his peak, shouldn't he? He had so much potential.
He's made of fucking glass, though, isn't he?
I know. You know what's mad though about Jack Wilshere, right? I remember when he went through the period of getting loads of bad injuries. It's because he releases the ball at the last possible. He waits for the player to slide in, then he releases the ball. He's like, "Fuck it, let's break an ankle or two." I know it's not his fault. It's just his way he plays, but he would have been better in a foreign league. But could you imagine Jack Wilshere living in a foreign country for too long?
Yeah.
Imagine him trying to learn Spanish.
I think he's done well, hasn't he? Aaron Ramsey scored in his debut, didn't he, the weekend for Juventus?
Did he?
Mm.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
After I was just talking about watching the Serie A highlights. Clearly I haven't.
Jesse Lingard chasing down Fabianski. That's going to be it for 20 minutes now, isn't it? Just Jesse running back and forth.
That's it, mate. That is literally going to be it. Running like a fucking dog chasing a stick. Right, I'm going to see what you guys say in the comments below here. Mooney says, Jack's the best midfielder when he is fit. Used to ain't got a clue. Jack Wilshere is crap.
Is the best midfielder where?
Where?
At West Ham?
He had one. You've watched a few highlights of that game he played against Barcelona. He's crap, mate. He'll score now. He'll score at their second. But we're crap too, so it's all right. Someone says, still positive for 2-1 United.
Yeah. What's he on?
I don't know, but I want some, mate. Sounds good, doesn't it? Mike says, Man United lack the quality. I think that is it. I think that is it. The main problem today. Dan Boy says, the game has gone. I'm sorry, but Jesus Christ, lacklustre performance. Can't be arsed. Look knackered. Slowing down play when we can lack. Alright, this will make sense. And we have a lack of depth after letting Lukaku and Sanchez go.
I have to agree completely with that, though. We don't seem to have any sort of strategy of how we're going to get this equaliser.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, the only thing I've noticed in the second half that's different is that Wan-Bissaka, I've noticed, is pushing up further on the field. That's the only obvious change in tactic.
Usually you can just fucking spot it, can't you?
Yeah.
It's like, well, there's not.
But there's no more urgency about us.
There wasn't even that many players up front then. Going forward. That's it. We just don't have the quality, man. Look at that. It's just the lack of quality. And I don't understand how has he lasted this long? We had injuries, I suppose, but
who's next up?
We've got Rochdale on Wednesday.
Rochdale are fancy the chances now, aren't
Manchester
they?
derby, mate. Yeah, proper big one that. Oh, mate, I don't blame him. Honestly. We've got loads of lads in there.
He's got to play He's got to play all the fucking kids.
Got all
Haven't
the
he?
kids
He
and-
can't be playing Rashford.
They've got loads of lads in their squad who are big United fans and shit, and they want it big time. So yeah, Rochdale will be a good game. No, it won't. It's going to be a crap game, but Rochdale will give us something, I do think. And then after that, it's Arsenal. Here we go, West Ham free kick, 15 minutes to go, really good position. Jack Wilshere, great bit of play to earn the free kick.
Let's see
Let's see the goal now, here we are.
What sort of injury was it that Rashford got?
I think he was holding his groin. What's Fred's hair doing? It's a bit mad, isn't it? Didn't have that in his wedding. Come on, Dave.
Come on.
Don't let them fucking end the game. If they score this, I'm getting up and walking out and you're doing the rest on your own. Jay's coming in.
Yeah, sub.
Sub Jay in. I'm out.
Hurry up and take it, for fuck's sake. This is painful, this.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, mate. Not feeling it.
What do you do though? Like, aside from Pogba, what would like maybe Martial? Is that our strongest team?
Yeah.
So
I just throw on an unknown quantity at this point, me, mate. That's what I do. I throw an Angel Gomez on. You know, it doesn't happen.
So we've got, oof.
Good chance it's gone over for West Ham.
Because Pogba does get injured quite a bit. So if this happens again during later on the season, this is what we've got to put up with for the rest of the season now. I just can't see Solskjaer being there after Christmas.
Like I say, I just think all the other teams around us might be poor. Wouldn't it be mad if, like, this season, two teams finish above, like, two non-top 6 teams finish above United and Chelsea?
Yeah.
Like West Ham and fucking, I don't know.
Who
I'll
else
say
are playing?
Everton then for some.
Palace are having a decent run, but I can't see them getting it.
Well, Wolves aren't going to be there, are they? Maybe Everton would fancy it, even though they didn't play well against Bournemouth, did they?
And they got beat by Sheffield United as well.
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah,
I don't think Everton will be looking more towards the other end of the table.
Yeah, Everton. They thought they were going to do it though, didn't they, at the start of the season?
Yeah, I think Marcus Silva might be in the
chance
one.
this. It's a good pass through. Oh, the
Go
goalkeeper's
on!
come out, but no. Lingard, it's come off a defender. I think it's a corner.
Lingard has a bit of composure there rather than going straight forward. There's a couple of options to pass then.
Ashley Young, Jesse Lingard on the wing. Andreas Pereira. Come on, get it in the box, lads. Oh my God!
Whoa. What do you reckon about Man United's stock value today? Check it out on Football Index. I think it's gone like that. The market has crashed.
Jesus, man. The Great Depression is coming.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's just dogging it. That's a good tackle, to be fair, from that lad. But let's see what you guys are saying anyway. Abdullah says we will finish top 4. Bloody hell.
Who's Abdullah support?
Oh, mate. Yeah. He's a West Ham fan. Money says should have got Bale ages ago. I mean, if you say ages ago, if you mean when he was 19 and at Southampton, maybe I'd agree with you, yeah. I remember we were linked to Bale when he was a left back. And he was going to be the best left back that Britain's ever seen.
Look at that. Gross spend since 2013. United have 892 million, Chelsea 897. City have spent 100 mil more.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer to just look at like the last window or the last year, and I do think that we haven't spent enough in terms of net spend. Like, come back in. Where has that money gone? That's kind of what I think. And when I say we're not spent enough, I don't mean like I want us going to spend 90 million on someone who don't want to be here and shit like that. I want us to buy 4 players for 20 million each or something like that.
Yeah, but it's comical when people link us with Sancho. Can you imagine? You'd have to throw everything at him money-wise to get him to play for United at this stage.
I think our style. I think it's because of our style of play. They think that he'd work really well in, don't they? I don't know.
What's that style of play you're talking about, guys?
And these straws are crap, aren't they? I mean, I don't get me wrong. I don't want to kill the whales, and I understand it, but they're just crap.
Don't you have climate change outside?
Oh, no, mate. I'll have Extinction Rebellion outside, throwing coke at me.
Yeah, I'm going to
he's had enough. He said, I'm not watching this anymore, it's crap. Don't blame you, mate. I do not blame you.
Sorry, Gaz.
No worries, mate. See you in a sec, pal.
Where you going?
Dave's gonna get lost. He's gonna get lost on the way to the toilet. Our kid's gone.
For another 15 minutes.
Yeah. Don't come back in 15, mate.
You know when you came in?
10 minutes to go here, though. West Ham United beating Manchester United 1-0. On the basis of the game, I think they scored at a really good time. We've finally seen the sub that should have come at fucking half time, though. Angel Gomez is on for Juan Mata. It should have happened earlier on in the game. Juan Mata has had a dreadful game today. A dreadful game. And I don't think he played too well last time out either. Angel Gomez should have come on earlier, but he is finally on the pitch. But today, it's not been clinical enough by Man United. We've not made enough chances, and the ones that we have made, we've not been good enough with them. We've struggled. We've picked up another injury to Marcus Rashford, although his form at the minute, I don't think he should have started today. I think he should have been given a rest. But he did start, and he didn't perform too well, then picked up an injury. And I'd say that West Ham, I want to say they've almost defended all right, but the two centre-halves have looked like they've got a mistake in them. But they've defended well enough to stop us, because we're not that good. It really is that simple, guys. But it's so frustrating. So frustrating.
I'm reading your comments here, by the way. I'm not just being ignorant, scrolling on my phone. Scott says, Gaza has had enough. Who can blame him? Welcome to the world of what us West Ham fans have to go through normally. How the time is changing now, boys. You know what? It's one of them, innit, where we were good for so long, Man United, that these lot taking pleasure in us being crap. I kind of get it. I kind of get it. If the shoe was on the other foot, I'd be taking pleasure in it. Because we are spoiled. We're Man United fans. We're spoiled. I mean, people like me, I'm fucking spoiled. You know, I'm 24, born in 95. All I've seen is United win constantly. So it's like, I am a spoiled brat. I totally am. Totally understand that. So yeah, opposition fans sort of taking joy in this. Kind of get it a little bit. But us as Man United fans, we just need to focus on our own team and make sure we can do something this season. Here's a chance for a West Ham free kick. It's a good position, this, for a free kick, actually. Cresswell's stepping up to take it. If they score this, it's obviously game over. And I think if they were to score this, they'd be thinking, we've played them off the park today. Oh, what a goal. Oh, what a goal. 2-0. Cresswell scores the free kick. Manchester United 2 goals down now at the London Stadium. Just caps off another performance where we've not been good enough. Got beaten away from home again. That's now 7 games without a win away from home. Manchester United this season are going to struggle. It really is that simple, guys. Hey, mate, guess what? 2-0 West Ham.
Is it?
Cresswell free kick. It's an absolute top corner free kick. David De Gea got a touch on it, but oh well. It's going to be a tough season, guys, this year. It's a tough season. It's a season where we want to finish top 6. It is. And like I say, I'm not making excuses for the Glazers or anything like that, I promise.
Glazer apologist?
I'm not a Glazer apologist, but I think that this season I'm just accepting it now. Let's fucking win the Europa League.
We have to.
Let's go
that,
win
that,
it.
that is the only chance we've got a Champions League football next year, is by winning Europa League.
Let's go and win that Europa League, man.
We're nowhere near good enough. We've got a lot stronger teams in there than us.
You're right. No, you're right.
Fucking 2-0.
It's really bad, that. Really bad.
Was it a free kick?
Yeah. It's a bit.
Is it Creswell who scored
Decent,
it?
yeah, decent free kick though, wasn't it?
Creswell's value's gone up on the stock exchange and football index, while every single United player has rapidly declined.
we've not had a clue how to go forward today at all.
Don't you think that's been the problem for a fucking long time? Since Ferguson, though. Not Pogba was supposed to be the creative gem, wasn't it? But I mean, that's not been a massive success. And then Mkhitaryan was the one who was going to do it, and then
He did in the Europa League.
yeah,
He won us that Europa League, Mkhitaryan. He scored a ridiculous amount of goals.
Yeah.
We were, it's like people talk about winning it last time. Though we were crap when we won it last time. Like we lost. I think we drew to Rostov.
yeah. It wasn't great
Lost to
performances
Feyenoord.
throughout, but yeah.
Lost to someone else in the group. I can't remember who else. I swear we lost 2 group games. And the last time we were in it, we were shit against Midtjylland. Fucking crazy.
Pressure's definitely cranking up on Ole Solskjaer now. Social media be a fire. We'll get him out, I think, after this.
Should we see what? I might just not go on Twitter for the rest of today. I might just bin it off and just play FIFA for the rest of the day.
I just don't know where they go though if Solskjaer goes.
I'm just reading some tweets from some guys now that you might have seen on the channel. Abdul, who comes on quite often, he says, "If you don't laugh, you'll cry."
Yeah, pretty much. They were going through and goal. James. Unlucky side netting. He has probably been our best player in what is a very bad collective performance today, would you say? James is probably he's the only one who's had any sort of energy about him.
He's mate, none of them.
But we've got to have the same worry that we've got with Rashford, is where Rashford's been running to the ground as well. Sooner or later, that's going to have an impact on the likes of
Dan
James.
James. Yeah, that's a good point. Totally.
Mr. England, Mark Noble, got man of the match.
I think one
We'll have the
man.
bunting out down there.
One man who was bad, but it could spell the beginning of the end for him. I think Juan Mata.
Yeah.
Like I can't see him being a player that plays too many games for the rest of this season. Or I mean, he will, but he shouldn't.
It will, due to a lack of other options. But for what Fred's done when he's come on, to be honest, I'd probably start with Fred ahead of Mata.
Like I say, guys, sometimes we're here after a game like this, and you're like, "Fucking hell, how did we not score that? How did we not score that?" There's only one chance in today's game that we should have scored.
Yeah. It fell to Juan Mata, and
Yeah.
it didn't come across too fast. I think he should have stayed on his feet, to be honest.
Yeah, he could have took it, but
And that was it. I can't say anything else apart from it being a West Ham deserved win.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. You could sometimes at the end you're saying, "Oh, I just scored that. We just did that different," and it's not today. It was just a. Well, they played better than us, so they won 2-0.
Does that make the defeat easy to take when it's deserved?
No, totally not. Totally not, mate. And I would, mate. Honestly, I remember when we'd lose under Ferguson at times, and you'd be fucking fuming. But at no point were you like angry at the players or angry at the team. You were never like, "Oh, these twats are not good enough." Never did you think that. And it's.
Well, you roll it back 12 months. I think we played West Ham and got beat by them this time last year. I think it was about September the 29th. And it was a bit of a surprise. This, if you went to watch the game and you pick up the paper in the morning or whatever and you see the results, West Ham beating United at home 2-0 isn't as big a shock as it should be.
No.
Because this is us now.
No. It's a joke, man, as well, because City won 8-0 yesterday. It's like for the rest of the week, right, we've got to speak to City fans, and it's just...
You don't have to speak to them. Just don't go to Stockport.
Oh, but mate, we do though, don't we? And it's crap. It's crap. I hate it. That's the worst thing about all this. City are good.
Well, I'm not too sure if we're bothering with any polls for the best player of the second half. Are we, Jay?
No, I'm not doing a poll.
No?
No, fuck that.
Who's been the worst player?
Mate, see, we can't do that either, because that's just like having a go at us too much, innit?
I had a go at Joshy for doing that once.
Yeah, we can't have a go. We can't do a poll for who's the worst player. Although you can get them in the comments below if you want. Yeah, while we're here, just comment a few of the fucking useless ones that you've thought. Oh, hang on. I think I've just seen a comment here. I think it was just.
How many minutes left?
There's
1 minute.
an injury time, which can't do much of that. Go on, Fred.
I think that's go.
See-
Where's that? Get green boots. Oh, Wan-Bissaka's picked it up. Oh, I think he's trying to shoot, hasn't he? Stu MC says, I think it's bliss and karma for all Fergie's cheating. I don't think Fergie did any cheating, mate. He was just much better than you for years and years. And no matter how good things get for your club, they will never be as good as it was for us for that period of time. So as much as you want to take pleasure
4
in
minutes
this,
of injury time.
you'll never have what we had.
And can you imagine being as successful as you're being now, and then you logging onto a Man United stream to talk about Ferguson? What does that say about you?
Could you imagine, it's like, I know, tell me about it, that's mad. It's like, whoever you support, if you were starting a live stream like this run by a couple of fans, I don't think anyone who supports any other clubs would be watching it. Because they don't care. Let's get Arsenal will kill us a week on Monday. See, now this is the thing now. That'll be an interesting game now, because I don't think they've been that good either this season.
But they've got a better strikers than we have.
So much better.
It's like you were saying earlier on in terms of if they get more chances, if we get equal chances, you expect other teams to do it because they're more clinical in front of the goals. And Aubameyang and Lacazette, far more clinical than what we've got up front. And who knows what will be available for Solskjaer to select. So God knows if, I know Rashford walked off, so hopefully it's not too bad an injury, but we don't know what strikers we've got available going into the Arsenal game.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Exactly. Who do we even play up top? Mate, a player like Lacazette would change us totally. But why would he want to come
Spain
in?
used to play without a striker?
They played for without a striker for a bit, didn't they?
Didn't they win a tournament without a striker?
Yeah.
Maybe Solskjaer will have to look at. I mean, they probably had a better fighting 11 than Solskjaer.
I was going to say, I think that's because they had the players to do it, innit? Can't remember who they played as the false nine. I feel like because they didn't play. It wasn't when
did they play Iniesta? Or did they play Iniesta as a false nine? Or?
Possibly. They did something mad like that one year. I think it was 2012 with the Euros. Because they got knocked out the group stage in the World Cup 14. I remember that. Mad. But yeah.
Any positives from today? What have you seen?
Not a single positive. I don't think really. Nothing to.
No, I think looking at the minimal performances when we did something good, it was when second half and Wan-Bissaka's pushed up higher. That's where most of our attacks have been coming from down there.
No, mate, no, I don't
That's clutching at straws.
I don't think I've got. I'm just going through the team in my head now and thinking, have I got a positive to say? I don't think and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's his fault that we lost, but even Dan James wasn't even that good today. But he's a striker and he's not going to turn up in a 2-0 loss, is he?
Oh.
Yeah, so look at that. They're rouletting round our midfielders in the middle of the pitch. It's West Ham, man. It's West Ham. Oh well. But you look at their starting 11, and like we were saying before, and you look at ours, and there's a few of them that would get in that team.
Yeah, can you remember a season whenever you've actually looked at West Ham starting 11 and gone, there's at least 4 players that are getting your starting?
It's not just West Ham. It's most teams we're coming up against nowadays. I'm like, it's a couple of players there that are better than we've got.
There's at least 6 from Sheffield United.
Mate, you could play Bournemouth, and you'd say Callum Wilson is a player that we could really do with. And that's a mad thing, because how's Callum Wilson a United?
Oh, Fred, what are you dicking around with the ball for there?
He's not a United standard player, but he'd improve us. He'd be a good option to have.
Oh,
really would.
It's going to be a long old season, but thanks a lot for watching us today on Full Time Devils. It's been a hard 90 minutes to get through.
Don't know why.
But it's not going to be as hard as the week ahead for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He is in trouble.
Yep. Rochdale to knock us out the League Cup.
The worst thing is I'm going to be going that game, and and don't get me wrong, I used to go a bit too hard on this, and I'm grateful that I get to go United, but then midweek League Cups are tough.
Yeah.
Right, full time. West Ham 2, Man United 0. Have we got any positives, Scotty? Have we,
No. The only positive is that your prediction was wrong because I couldn't be doing with you being smug. And my prediction was wrong because I'm too optimistic.
You said what? Did you say 2-1, 1-0?
I said 1-0 to United.
Okay.
Very, very wrong.
I'm trying to think of a positive that I can say about it, but I've not got anything positive I can say about this, unfortunately.
Nope, we've gone to West Ham again, put in a really, really bad performance and come away with exactly what we deserve, nothing. Rochdale next, followed by Arsenal. Marcus Rashford's gone off injured. We have got some worries in terms of who's going to be leading our front line. Can we bring back Sanchez?
Fucking hell. He's on loan, isn't he?
Yeah, we can bring him back.
Can we? Just
For a week.
Oh, mate, he's crap though as well, so I don't know. I'm just like, it's just annoying when they're just better than you, they're just better than you
If
on
you
the day.
look at that,
like
West Ham are now 3 points ahead of United.
Yeah, United, and it's like, but we're talking about Chelsea and shit, and Chelsea have got a game in hand and on the same amount of points as us.
Chelsea play Liverpool today, of course.
We're not even, we're talking about top 4, man. It's top 6 could even be a struggle. But what can you do? That man, Maddison, maybe. I'd like him to come into United, but we're not going to get these players.
Not this season.
They're not going to want to come to an 8th place United. Well, genuinely, how far down the table is it for Ollie to get sacked?
I just think it's a matter of time until it's no longer possible to reach the top 4 or top 6, same as they've done before when it's been Van Gaal and Mourinho. But
oh well. Guys, that has been the Full-Time Devils West Ham versus Manchester United live stream. 2-0 was the final score. I've been here with our kid. I always want to say kid because that's how you spell it. You spell it A-R-G-H, kid. Go and check out stuff. New tune Riot. It's out at the minute. Is the video out for it yet?
the video will be out next week. But yeah, appreciate the people who've got in touch already during the stream. So Argh, A-R-G-H, kid. It's been a pleasure to come in today with Gaz. The football has been fucking atrocious. But aside from that, we've had a laugh. And we shall see you next time for United versus Rochdale. Are we doing that?
Oh, I'm not. There's not a chance. I am sitting here and watching Rochdale.
It can't be any worse.
It can.
It can.
It can. But yeah, we'll see. Guys, like I say, I don't want to make excuses for the Glazers or anything like that, but this year is going to be a struggle. Expect 6th place. Hopefully we can do something in the Europa League. That's the most we can hope for. But yeah, we didn't do enough in the summer, and that's that.
I'm hoping for 6th place, not expecting it.
I would genuinely think about taking 6th place if someone offered it me now, because I can see a frigging humiliation coming. Like at first, could you imagine first time United don't finish in the top 10 or something stupid like that? And you're mad. What you thought that United finishing 6th was mad once upon a time. So who knows?
Unforgiving.
But guys, my name's been Gaz. This is Full-Time Devils, and we will see you next time for the Rochdale live stream probably. See you in a bit. Laters.
Cheers.